Are you live right now?
Yep.
La 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 la. I don't care what you say. La la la.
Hi.
Hello.
You stepped in the puddle, buddy. Your sock's gonna get all wet. Your sock is all soaked and wet.
Oh, what an assault.
Fuck you up. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say it again, bro. Say it again. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Wait.
Are you serious right now?
Let's go.
Don't you touch me. Don't you put hands on me. This is a lawsuit, sir.
Okay.
Everybody see what's happening? Look at this.
They're wrong.
Quit touching my penis! Quit touching my penis! Quit touching my penis! It's not. It's called a public easement. Quit trying to fucking bully me. I know my rights.
Stop. Come on, come on, come on. You're like an old man, and I'm an old man.
Sir, that's not nice of you, sir. That's not nice of you.
It's a First Amendment right violation. I'm a press.
No, you wanted to stand there and hold your cell phone in my face is what you wanted to do. Yes, you do. Take your cell phone and go and make your complaint, okay? Okay.
Those are my fucking court records on the floor.
Get this off my wrist!
She has a broken back, by the way, too.
I think that me wanting to know where to find you has anything to do with YouTube. You're sadly mistaken. Your name is going on the lawsuit.
Guys, listen. I was supposed to have a nice, relaxing night, probably hop on someone else's stream, maybe even join someone else's panel. I don't know. Put my feet up. And then the beautiful news has come out that our friend Chillie DeCastro was found guilty and sentenced to 180 days behind bars. Sorry. Oh, guys, do you guys not? I mean, honestly, like, that's worth. Listen, guys. Here's what I want everyone. I want you guys time to crack open your bottle of scotch, pour yourself a glass of wine, take the whiskey out of the fridge. Yes, I like my whiskey chilled. That's how I like it. Crack open a beer. And we're here to celebrate, y'all. We are here to celebrate. I have here MXD spiked iced tea that's going to be joining me for the next 2 hours or so. And hey, here we go. And of course, I'm not just here to just say that. We're actually going to go through everything step by step. And we're gonna have a ball, guys. We're here to celebrate because this is awesome. Let's bring up our two guests that are here so far, Johan and Joe. Welcome, fellas. What about this good news? Tell me.
Good evening, everyone.
Joe, are you back yet or no? I know he stepped away. He's not back just yet. So Johan and I. Johan, what do you think? What do you think, man?
Amazing news. I was surprised because I saw it like literally 10 minutes ago. And I was because I saw this video of the arraignment today, and I was like, "What? Found guilty?" And I was like, and I saw you invite for tonight, and I have to jump on. I have to for this news.
Right. So here's why that's confusing a lot of people, which I'll explain. A lot of people, they saw the videos where he was before a judge, and people were probably thinking now that he's arrested, people were probably assuming that he was in a trial. He was not in a trial. He was in a preliminary conference or some type of conference or hearings. The terminology, it varies depending on the type of case. But before there is a jury trial or any type of court proceeding where the actual facts are argued, there's always a preliminary process. Now, if you notice in that video, which we are going to watch at some point, Chillie kept trying to argue the facts. And just like the video that I posted a couple of days ago about that wannabe YouTube lawyer that watches YouTube videos, judges do not care about the facts in these preliminary type hearings. They don't care. They don't care. I've sat in a courtroom dozens of times, and when there's a preliminary conference, no one cares about the facts of the case. They don't. They care about the logistics. Okay, pleading. What are you pleading? Do you have representation? Okay. Do you want a jury trial? You know, things like that.
Yeah, making clear that the process is followed, that he understands what this is about, and all
right.
that.
Exactly. So, and that's part of due process. That's exactly what that is. So when people saw the video of Chillie in court today, they probably said, oh, well, that's what he was found guilty of. No, that's not necessarily the case. So we're going to actually go, I'm going to try and take this step by step, guys, so we can make sure everyone's on the same page about what actually happened. So let's actually start with where, let's face it, we all saw it. Dummy Kruger was the one that released it. If you go on Dummy Kruger's channel, it says, and I quote, it says, I'm hearing Delete Loss was just sentenced to 180 days and was taken into custody immediately. Our Nevada Judges, which is a YouTube channel, was in the courtroom and will be releasing the full court appearance in due time. I'm looking forward to that. And guys, if you guys throughout this stream see that that's been released, please let me know, because that's fantastic news. Now, I didn't mean to take it down that quickly, but there's a website that is perfectly put together that literally breaks down all of Chillie's life. The public documents, Jose Maria Chillie de Castro. This website's fantastic. So what I like about this website, it breaks everything down. It pulls up his arrest mugshot, the charges, the related videos, the arrest report, and the court register of actions. Okay? So let's start from the top. It starts off by saying, State of Nevada v. Chillie de Castro. That's the case number, which is like the court term and number. It says, on Tuesday, March 19th, 2024, Jose de Castro was found guilty on both counts. The counts were obstructing a police officer and resisting a public officer. He is sentenced to 90 days each, which will run consecutively. Now, there's two things about this. Sometimes people watch Law and Order, or they'll watch, some type of hearing, and they'll say sentencing will run either consecutively or concurrently. Concurrently means, okay, if you have two convictions of 90 days, you're not going to serve 180 days. You'll just serve the 90 days. They're running concurrently, meaning at the same time. Consecutively means that the sentence will run back to back. And that's part of the reason why you got to be careful when you're going out and committing crimes, because when it's back to back, yes, that's what happens. Jan, we're going to get into that just in a minute. I didn't even say hi to you guys. I'm sorry. I didn't even do our roll call, but I'm too excited, guys. I'm too excited for this. But that's what that means. So the difference between concurrent and consecutive means that they run back to back. Concurrent means they run at the same time. Okay? So let's scroll down. Now, of course, on April 17th, Mr. de Castro filed a federal lawsuit in retaliation for this arrest. I'm not going into that. Let's have a look at that mugshot. Oh boy, look at our friend Chillie de Castro. Let's see.
How can you be proud, like smiling proud on a mugshot?
My God, like
I'd be embarrassed. He's just like, oh yeah.
His exact reaction right now is the lawsuit I'm gonna file. That's literally why he's cheesing like that. So, the charges were false I need to zoom in a little. False. I'm not sure. See, every state has their different slang, so I'm not even sure what that means. False, something obstructing, right, which is a misdemeanor, and then resisting a police officer. Those were the two charges there. And we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Jan's away. Jan's on a whole nother level. We're going to get to that, guys. So, so yeah, this was March 15th. So literally 1 year to date. That's interesting. His birth date, 9/11/74. How about that? 5'9". Yeah, 5'9". That is a bit of a that's a pretty generous height there. That's pretty generous. Oops. I thought he was maybe 5'7", maybe 5'8".
It's a typo. It's a typo.
Should be meant to be 5'6".
5'0".
Exactly. So look, that's a mugshot. Now, these are the statutes that are involved. That's why I love how this case breaks it down. So NRS 197.190 is a misdemeanor level. A misdemeanor, I believe, is a misdemeanor in the 3rd degree if it's 90 days. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I'm thinking. It's a misdemeanor in the 3rd degree or in the 4th or in the 2nd degree. It's probably a misdemeanor in the 2nd degree. So you'll see that abbreviation. It'll be M3. M stands for misdemeanor, and 3 or 4 or 2 or whatever the case might be. If you see an M2 and M3 or M4 as a misdemeanor 2, misdemeanor in the 3rd degree, misdemeanor in the 4th degree. So that's what that means in case you see that here. But yeah, both are similar misdemeanors. False statement to obstruct a police officer. Oh, I see. When it said STOP, that's what that was. Statement to a police or obstruct a police officer. Okay. So false statement to obstruct a police officer and resisting. But wait a minute, guys. I thought resisting was a physical act. Oh, and we have Joe here. Joe, welcome, Joe. Thanks for copping on.
Thanks for having me. How you doing?
You get on at the men's shower. Oh man. So okay, so those are the charges, and they have the related videos. But I want to look at the arrest report and then the docket. So here's the arrest report. Can I actually? Oh, I see what it did. I see exactly what it did. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I could open it on a separate screen. Forgive me, guys. I make it clear I'm not as good at the StreamYard stuff. Oh my, we have 188 people here? Heck yeah.
Wow,
thanks for coming,
really?
guys. Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming, guys. Who would have thought the internet would come together over Chillie? So here's a recap of the arrests. Okay. So this is a reporting officer. We've seen these before. This is when it was reported. This was the time, the jurisdiction. So, you know, when sovereign citizens say you don't have jurisdiction over me, yes, it does, because it took place in the county. Therefore, yes, they have jurisdiction. So we'll just scroll down who was arrested. His middle name is Maria. Oh, guys, he's really 5'8". They were just being generous. He's 5'8". My bad.
They will get smaller and smaller on every document.
Next report, he'll be 5'6". So, having a look, it says on 3/15/23, I, Officer Bork, badge number, blah, 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 while operating as... Yeah.
I did not know they stack piles of shit that high.
So, while operating as Marked Patrol Unit 3R1, had conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle bearing Nevada license plate, blah, 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 both for being expired and suspended. After pulling over the driver, she pulled into the east side parking lot of the target located at blah, blah, blah. After identifying the driver, I returned to my patrol vehicle to conduct a criminal and DMV records check. While at my patrol vehicle, an unrelated white male adult approached the driver's side window of the detained driver, approximately 10 feet away, and began engaging the driver in a conversation. The male is later identified as Chillie. I exited my patrol vehicle, stood near the detained driver's front driver's side window and gave verbal commands to DeCastro to back up. The following exchange occurred between DeCastro and me. So let's just stop for just a second. So again, interfering in a situation where Chillie had no idea what was going on. No idea. But he interfered anyway. That's key. Now, this officer was engaging in his lawful duties. Where's the corruption? It said that her tags and her license was expired and suspended. So what corruption are you filming then? Answer: none. Now look at the dialogue between the two, and we're going to watch that video, and this is going to confirm all of this. Officer said, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Let's do some role play. You be Officer Bork, I'll be Chillie.
You can film, but you need to stay away from the right. Back up.
DeCastro continued video recording me with his cell phone and did not move.
Back up, or I'm going to detain you. Get away from my car stop.
I'm at least 10 feet away, officer. I'm a constitutional law scholar.
She deserves privacy.
Mind your own effing business. Mind your business. I'm a member of the press. Go get in your car and do your job, little doggy. The only applicable charges I had against my original detained driver during traffic stop were driving with expired and suspended registration. Driver had no criminal history, was honest about her violation when initially confronted on my first approach. DeCastro was in such a proximity to the driver that I would not have been able to safely complete the traffic encounter to issue either a warning or citation for either minor traffic offense. Based on the totality of the circumstances, I chose to release the driver on the original traffic stop and conducted a separate person stop on DeCastro, whom I established probable cause to cite or arrest for blah. So think of it, guys. He really is a constitutional law scholar. He got a regular person out of trouble. The officer just let her go.
She was thinking that was the luckiest day of my life.
She's like, thank goodness for this guy.
Thanks for the weirdo.
Work, yes, but thank you.
I mean,
maybe she thinks now that's the happy 12 everyone's talking about, where you get free wishes.
She probably said, hey, maybe this auditing stuff isn't that bad. This cat watching stuff isn't that bad. Oh, man. So,
think about
it. Say it again, Johan.
Maybe she just thought he's thinkable, so he granted her a wish.
Oh, man. So, let's keep reading, Joe. Let's continue on. Now, I approached DeCastro and pointed towards my patrol vehicle.
You're being detained right now. Come over to my car. You're being detained right now. Come over to my car.
I walked behind DeCastro and contained him between me and my patrol vehicle. Simultaneously, I directed DeCastro towards my patrol vehicle while pointing towards it with my hands. Don't put your hands on me!
I am going to put my hands on you.
Because DeCastro was being physically uncooperative, argumentative, and disobeying lawful commands while being detained, my original traffic stop, I requested that additional patrol officers respond to assist.
Come over here to my car. Come over here.
Again, I pointed towards my patrol vehicle and signaled with my hands that DeCastro should walk towards my patrol vehicle.
Come over to the car. Come over to the car. I'm Officer Bork, and you're being detained for rejecting. You need to set your phone down on the hood.
No, I'm a constitutional law scholar.
Set the phone down on the hood. You are being detained.
I placed my left hand on DeCastro's right shoulder to escort him towards my patrol vehicle since he was still not complying with my verbal commands. DeCastro swatted my hand away. I do not believe his intent was to harm me, but he neither complied with my verbal commands nor at my escort. DeCastro was facing me, so I grabbed him by his shirt, turned him around, and swung his momentum toward my patrol vehicle. I ordered DeCastro to face my patrol vehicle, but he resisted physically and would not turn around willingly. Now, I'm not going to go into the rest of this because we're going to watch a couple of videos of this. I'm just making sure. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
all
right.
I'm going to say this. I had a better voice for De Castro.
I thought this would be much better.
No. Well, see, you should let you be Chillie. Okay. Now let's go back to that website that we were looking at, because there's a couple of other things I want to look at. So the court register of actions. Now, every municipality, every state, this is different. In some places, it's just, hey, best team in baseball. Heck yeah. So, every jurisdiction, every municipality, they have different terms for this. Some states, it's called a court sheet. Other places, it's called a court docket. I use the term docket. This is a docket, even though it's called a register of actions. So here's the case number. This is the case type. It's a misdemeanor offense. These are the parties, and these are the charges. So we went over the statutes before. False, obstructing a police officer, and resisting a public official or a public officer. These are the statutes that's here. Misdemeanor and dates, right? Now, it's backwards. So let's come down to, oh, no, it's not backwards. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, no, it's not backwards. I'm sorry. So let's start from the top and let's go over all this. I'll try and make this as big as possible so you guys can see it. Okay. So original track assignment. So March 15th, 2023 was assigned to a specific judge, and a district attorney made a request to prosecute. Then there was a case assignment sent, meaning that a judge was more likely assigned. The district attorney officially entered on the case and then actually began to commence the civil action, so to speak. So then, media request. Of course, Chillie wanted this recorded. And as we'll watch with the hearing that he had today or yesterday, same thing. He wants everything recorded just so he can show how obnoxious he is. Now, order regarding media request for electronic coverage filed, and that was accepted. We'll see that. He notice of appearance. He was arraigned, and then it was released. I mean, they're not gonna over something like that. They're not gonna keep him there. They're not gonna force him to stay. They're not gonna. Oh my goodness, my head's shot. Not detain. What's the word? Remand. I'm sorry, guys. I just had a brain fart. So they're not going to remand him over 2 misdemeanors. So yeah, he was going to get let go. So counsel confirms attorney's record, arraignment completed. Blah 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 blah. Okay, now plea of not guilty entered. Joe, Johan, how can someone plead not guilty when they literally filmed themselves committing the crime? Explain to me, please.
Because he's delusional.
You said about Ray say to you, he's delusional. And we've seen it way too many times, not just from De Castro, from way too many others.
They really think they're
Hey, not you. Hey, thanks for the $2, but get that out of here.
Glenn Harlow, you are absolutely right, sir. Yes.
Listen, hold on. We beat those Braves back-to-back playoffs. So take that in your pipe and smoke it.
Braves are the best.
I mean, you guys got Strider v. Wheeler to open the season. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be. I might go to Philly just to see that game. That's gonna be amazing. But anyway, so he pled not guilty, but he filmed himself literally committing the crime. Do you guys understand that? How silly that is?
Now, of course, it's silly, and we all have common sense, and we know it's the whole thing is plain stupid. Just walking up there is plain stupid. The whole interaction is plain stupid, and then, pleading not guilty is plain stupid. But we have common sense, and he really thinks he's smarter than those people. He thinks he's smarter than a lawyer who has studied for years and who's practicing for years. He thinks he's smarter than the judge who does a job for several years. So he's just totally delusional, and he lives in a total different world, and maybe even on a different planet.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. So according to this, he pled not guilty. Sure. Motion for discovery. This is the boring stuff. Motion for discovery. Blah 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 blah. Motions filed. Oh, motion. I want these videos. I want those documents. Blah 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 blah. You know, motion. That's the boring part of court. All these motions that are filed and blah blah whatever. So, scrolling on. Now this is interesting. Motion. Defendant's request to convert counsel to standby counsel. So, like, you see it on TV sometimes. Usually what that means is, well, what not usually, what that means is that a person will have an attorney, and then they'll say to the judge, listen, I want to represent myself, but I want my attorney as standby so that they can do all the legal proceedings. They can file the motions, they can, you know, tell me to give me the case law, they can make proper argument, yada, yada, yada. We were in court today and someone did that. They had standby counsel. Some judges don't go for that, but you know, it kind of just is what it is. But that's what he filed for, and it looks like it. Well, it doesn't really say whether or not it was granted or not. Well, I guess because they closed the case the next day. Excuse me. So, okay. So then a bench trial was held. Bench trial meaning there was no jury. So witnesses, they brought witnesses up. He's sworn in and testified. Defense rests. Motion to dismiss and argue in favor. Argument. Wait a minute. Some of it's cut off. I can't read all that. Defense rests. Motion to dismiss an argument in favor. Oh, in favor of said motion by defense. Argument against said motion by state. Thereupon, the court found the defendant guilty. Guilty, 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 guilty. So then a judgment was entered. A judgment meaning this is what the court finds. This is the decision that the court and the judge has made. That's what a judgment is. Okay? Comment. Both of the defendant's cell phones were returned to his counsel and is in me Esquire's possession. Okay. Now, does this go any further about specifics about now here's the only thing. Dummy Kruger said in his community post that it was confirmed that he was immediately taken into custody. I don't see that here, but being that it was a bench trial, more than likely that's what happened. Because they're not going to let him leave. They're going to take him right to the jail cell.
There was something mentioned about bond. Maybe that's giving you the clue for that no bond was posted or something.
I don't think. Let's look again because
it was totally on the bottom. I saw something.
Let me see, because it looked like when the arraignment, it says no bail posted. This is the arraignment right here
on the bottom.
Yeah,
I saw something on the bottom like bail and statutory or what the word was. I honestly don't. Surety.
Oh, right here.
Here, cash or surety. Okay, then it's something different. I saw it wrong. Sorry.
Right. So the point is they didn't charge him a fine. That's what that means. They didn't charge him a fine. Right. So because sometimes they'll say, okay, because of your misdemeanor, you'll spend yada yada amount of days in prison and you'll have to pay the court $1,000 fine. They didn't fine him. They just threw him in jail.
Probably because
he would not get out of bail if he was found guilty of a crime.
Say that again?
He would not have been given a bail if he was found guilty of a crime. He might be fined, yes, like you said, but they wouldn't give him a bail and let him walk scot-free.
No. They're not just going to say, okay, here, give us $10,000 so you can walk free. Nah. That's not how it works. So, there it is. That's the proof right there, guys. So let's have. So what do you guys think? Are our police officers in Nevada safe for the time being, at least for 6 months?
I mean,
they won't have a headache, that's for sure.
They're pretty relieved, I guess, and
yes,
especially because of the statement that's put out there. Like, you can't win with this. You can claim whatever you want, what rights you have, which is false. The way you pretend to have it, and you claim you have it, and in the end, you're gonna you're gonna pay for your actions, and you gotta go through the consequences. And this is what he's gonna do now. And I want to see if he's as tough in prison as he's when he's talking outside to people that he thinks can't do anything.
Right. I don't know. I really don't know. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Let's have a look at that video where I'm coughing, where our dear friend Chillie was arrested. Let's pull up the video, the Constitutional Law Scholar. We're gonna watch two videos to start. We're first gonna watch the actual arrest video, and then we're gonna switch back to the body cam as to what happens after that. So let's have a look at the Constitutional Law Scholar. We're gonna go to Maggie's channel and watch the Constitutional Law Scholar arrested. Now, as you guys watch this video, tell me the police report was not accurate, because that officer was spot on in his interpretation and his report as to what took place. Have a look.
Well, it's official. Hell has finally frozen over. I bring you the special report to announce that Chillie DeCastro has been recently arrested. So grab your pair of Chillie glasses like I have, grab a bowl of popcorn, and let's watch this momentous video.
You good? Why'd they say that you were pulled over? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha. You can tell me you need to stay away from my driver. Back up. Back up, I'm going to detain you. You're going to detain me how? In which way? Actually, I'm standing right here. I'm at least 10 feet away, officer. I got to tell you, I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can do whatever you want, but just understand something. Your name will go on the lawsuit. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. I'm a member of the press. Go get in your car and do your job, little doggy. Go feed her. You're being detained right now. Okay, then detain me.
Real quick, guys. Suplex City.
Oh, you're going to detain a journalist? Yes. 2015, Rodriguez. Don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me. Don't put your fucking hands on me. You know, you're not. I gotta make sure. Hey guys, make sure you guys get my people on the phone. Oh, this is so you ended the stop, you dunce cap. Did you just end the stop? So that's a 2015. Over here in my car. No. Over here. No. In additional unit. Bring your supervisor, please. Bring your supervisor, please. Don't touch me. To the car. You don't get to put your hands on me. Don't grab me. Don't grab me. You're not. First get your supervisor out here. You're not just going to grab me and throw me on the ground. You've already released. You've already released her. This is 2015, Rodriguez versus United States. I'll walk right in front of your car. Let's go. Sure, come on. There you go. No.
Hey, Will, are you familiar with the case that he's citing right now?
Say that again.
Are you familiar with the case that he's citing right now?
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Okay.
We are gonna get into that.
All right.
Take away my phone.
So according to Chillie, you can't take a constitutional law scholar's phone. I bet he wishes right now that he really was a constitutional law scholar. Well, he had his chance. Now he's just a humiliated dunce cap.
I'm now. You're being detained. Now you're going to put hands on me. No, come over here. Why are you grabbing me? Come over here. Sure. Over here. I don't care about the phone. Why are you grabbing me? Turn around. I'm a member of the press. Turn around. I'm not doing anything. You're being detained. I'm not doing anything. Turn around. Stop. Are your cameras on? Yeah, it's on. Okay, then don't put your hands behind your back. No. You're going in handcuffs. Why? Put your hands behind your back. Can we slow down? Get supervisor. I haven't done anything wrong. Put your hands behind your back. Don't make me. If you want to detain me, I am putting you in handcuffs. But I'm not putting my hands on my back. Facing the hood. It's not a policy to put it behind. It has to be behind your back. Right now, you're going to get a ticket. If you do not put your hands behind your back, you're going to jail.
Hurry, Chillie. Break out your indestructible trifold before the officer puts handcuffs on you. It's your only way out. Save yourself.
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now. No, I don't know if you have any weapons. car.
I don't care.
Do.
I don't
I'm
care
facing
about
your
the
car.
camera. Put your hand behind your back. Do not reach for this phone.
Well, it looks like Chillie was attempting to reach for his trifold, but unfortunately, he just didn't have enough time to get it. All doesn't matter anyway, because that piece of crap doesn't work, so he's better off without it.
Thank you. Put your hand behind your back. Okay, there you go. There you go. Please don't put those tires. There's no reason I'm not going to resist the run. Get a supervisor here, please. Don't put those tires. Put them on loose. There's no reason. I'm not going to try to fight you. You grab me for no reason. I can't. My shoulder's got a tip. I can't. You're going to hurt my shoulder. My left shoulder. Please don't hurt me.
Chillie begging for the officer to please not hurt him is so sad, yet satisfying, isn't it? Okay, I'm wrong. It's not sad at all.
There's no reason to hurt me. Hey, you guys film this, please. Pull out your camera. There's no reason to do this to me. You're just exerting power. Please get your supervisor. You're going to face a lawsuit. That's fine. There's no reason to hurt you. What did I do? You ended the stop, you dunce. You can't end the stop. It's Rodriguez versus United States 2015. You can't.
No, I have a different stop now. My stop's now with you.
No, you
Separate your feet as far as you can.
Go ahead. There's no weapons on me. Go ahead. Put your property on my bro. That's what we want to do.
Separate your feet as far as you can.
This is as far as I can go, dude. There's nothing on me. I don't have to separate.
Separate your feet.
No. The camera's rolling, bro.
Well, for anyone that has any doubts that karma is a real thing, your doubts have been proven wrong. The question is, will he still try to peddle his stupid trifold after this humiliating experience? Oh, probably. It's Chillie after all. Anyway, I just wanted to bring you this special report. The air just smells and feels a little cleaner now, doesn't it? Well, that's all the news that's fit to print. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for watching.
Wasn't that satisfying?
Definitely was.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But I have a question.
I love it when he tried to hit him. I mean, he Chillie did try to hit the deputy. So he could have gotten a lot more than what he did get.
With that in mind, let's switch right over and watch the body cam footage of this taking place. We're going to watch the same video, only this is going to be the dash cam footage, I believe. Or it's either dash cam or body cam. I can't remember. But we're going to watch that arrest. So notice, again, the officer, a lawful detainment. Lady doesn't have the lady has a suspended license and an expired license.
Hello. How are you? Okay. Officer Barker, Metro. Reason I
That's not a problem with your audio, guys. That's redacting the lady's personal information.
But in the meantime, Will, I have a question. Maybe you know that. In the report we read, that one of the charges he has is false statement. What in this case, do you know what in this case the false statement is?
I'm not sure.
Maybe that he's a journal. That he's from the press. Yeah.
Constitutional law scholar? I don't know. It really could be anything, honestly. But I think there's going to be some talking in a couple moments once the officer goes back to his car.
Yep.
Let's see if we can fast forward. There we go. Here comes the audio, guys. Let's have a look.
Georgia 15 TV, can I sign first match?
15 TV copy. He's going to be at peace and Fort Apache is terrible. Three Robert 11, 3 Robert Control. Can you copy a 416B 5130 South Fort Apache?
3 Robert 11, copy from Flying in Hawaii. 3 Roberts, Durango, Orange Spring.
Called first and goal in the parking lot of green older model Jeep, right? Occupied by 2 black females refusing to leave. They want to trespass. PRS security.
Control 7 Robert 11, 460.
7 Robert 11.
735 Victor 79 Nevada, Trop and Fort Apache East.
7 Robert 11.
As you see, guys, not a heck of a lot's going on here. As you see, the officer is just engaging in his lawful duties. And as he says in his report, it's a minor offense. So eventually she would get a ticket to be able to drive away. But just wait until you see little Chillie waddle his way over to the traffic stop. It's coming real soon, guys.
So it'll be Flamingo, and the second is Grand Canyon.
Don't engage my driver. Back up. Hey, back up. Back up. You're not involved. You can film, but you need to stay away from my driver. Back up. Back up or I'm going to detain you. For obstructing. Get away from my car stop.
Take a moment, guys, and remember, this is his body cam. And look at how his body cam is towering over Chillie. Look at this little fan.
5'9".
I mean, he looks like Lucky Laptop in that one officer where the officer towers over Lucky. Let's keep watching.
Okay. Listen. She deserves privacy. This is not your business. You're being detained right now.
You're gonna
Come over to my car. Come over to my car. Come over to my car right now. Come over. Listen, I am going to put my hands on you.
again. This officer's towering over Chillie. Look at the size difference between these two. Oh my god. No, you're not.
Control through Robert 1.
I gotta make sure. Hey guys, make sure you guys get my people on the phone.
I have an obstructive male here who's filming me.
So you ended the stop.
Come over here to my car. Come over here. I need additional units. I need this obstructive.
Bring your supervisor, please. Don't
come over to the car. I am going to grab you. You are going to go to the ground. Listen, you are detained right now.
No, first get your supervisor out here. You're not just going to grab me and throw me on the ground.
Arguing with me. I just need additional units.
You've already released him. This is 2015 Rodriguez versus United States.
Come over to my car.
I'll walk right in front of your car.
I am off to work. You're being detained for obstruction. You need to set the phone down on the hood.
I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can't take away
Set
my
the phone down on the hood.
I'm now.
You're being detained. Now you're going to put hands on me.
No,
come over here.
Why are you grabbing me?
Come over here to the car.
Sure.
Let him over here.
Let the phone roll.
I don't care about the phone.
Why are you grabbing me?
Turn around.
I'm a
Turn
member
around.
of the press.
Turn around.
I'm not doing anything.
You're being detained right now. Turn around.
Get your supervisor.
Stop.
Hold on. Wait.
Stop.
Are your cameras on? Are your cameras on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, then
Put
don't
your hands
put me
behind your back.
No.
You're going in handcuffs.
Why?
Put your hands behind your back.
Can we slow down? Get a supervisor. I haven't done anything wrong.
Put your hands behind your back.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Don't make me use some
If you want to
tactics
detain me, then detain me
I am
here.
putting you in handcuffs.
But I'm not putting my hands behind my
You're
back.
facing the hood.
I'll face the
around.
hood.
Policy to put it behind.
Don't
Listen,
be
behind your back. Right now, you're going to get a ticket.
For what?
If you do not put your hands behind your back, you're going to jail. Put your hands behind your back.
Can I turn my
Do it
camera around
now.
and face me?
No.
Can we agree on
No,
something?
I don't know if you have any weapons.
I don't have any weapons.
Stop reaching.
There's no weapons on me, guys. I'm
Stop
a journalist.
reaching.
I'm a constitutional law scholar. You extended a stop to
Put your hands behind your back or you're going to jail. I'm placing you in handcuffs right now.
For what
Turn
reason?
around.
For officer safety, right?
Turn around for officer safety.
Is the camera still running, guys? The camera's still running.
I
I'm
don't
facing
care.
your car like
I
you
don't
asked me
care.
to do.
I don't care about the camera. Put your hand behind your back. Do not reach for this phone.
So there it is, guys. There it is. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that looked like resisting to me.
It definitely did. Oh, yes, for sure.
That looked like resisting to me.
And it did look like with violence.
Absolutely. He's not in custody. He is incarcerated. Incarcerated. Looking at some of the comments, too bad Mr. Sparky didn't make an appearance. Grab him. He's just a wee little guy. Absolutely.
That was good, Nicky Red.
Careful, officer. He's an alpha male. He was
We
wearing.
can find out how much of an alpha male he is when he's in jail.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubba and the boys will have a great time with him. That's for sure. Breaking the laws. Breaking the law. Go the convict. I mean, look, stupid as a stupid does. Now, we were going to watch the raw body cam footage of the hearing, but Blackheart Knight just released the video of that. So we're going to hop over to his video. And you know what, guys? We're not going to be here much longer. Well, I mean, we'll be here for a little while, but you know what? For the rest of the night, we're just going to dedicate to our friend Chillie getting owned. So let's have a look at our friend Chillie, who just can't catch a break in the courtroom. Joe, you were going to say something?
Yeah, Blackhawk he's here. He's here too. Just so you know.
Say that again.
Blackhawk is in
he's in the chat.
You said something in the chat.
He wasn't in chat. I don't know if he's still here or not.
Who was in the chat? Who? Blackheart Knight?
Blackheart Knight.
Yeah, I saw him. That's how I knew. That's how I knew he just dropped the video. So let's have a look at the video of poor Chillie just can't get a break in the court. Let's have a look. I don't know if I must not have explained this. I'm sorry. This is from his court appearance yesterday. That people were confused because they said, wait a minute, he was just in court. That must have been the trial why he was incarcerated. No, he literally was in court yesterday about a completely different case. That's what's so ironic about this. That's why we had to have a whole emergency stream about this. Let's have a look at this video from his being owned in court by the judge yesterday and failing.
Now you can get used to what's happened.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in Las Vegas, Nevada, with Chillie de Castro as he is going through his pre-trial hearings. Yeah, I am going to make a video about that, but first things first, I am very much well aware of what just happened, that Chillie was sentenced to 180 days in jail for the crimes he was charged with in this arraignment right here. However, we won't get to see that video released for a while, apparently. So I'm going to just go ahead and entertain you guys with my commentary on his pre-trial hearing. So let's go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Oh, Jose de Castro. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, Mr. De Castro, this is an obstructing or false info charge. It is case 24-006842. Obviously, I'm going to ask you, do you understand your proceedings are being filmed?
Of course.
Okay.
They're here because I'm here.
Right, okay. And just so that the record's clear, you have no objection to that?
Of course not.
Okay.
I would like the transparency. I
Oh,
appreciate
no, that's
it.
fine. I need to ask that. City, there's no other issues for you with respect to this being filmed? Okay. All right, Mr. De Castro, did you get a copy of the complaint?
I did. The only question I have is who's the prosecutor? What's the prosecutor's name?
Well, let me ask a couple questions, and then we'll get into what your questions are. Did you review and understand this?
I don't understand it. I don't understand how I can be charged with obstruction for filming a cop.
Okay.
Because
Okay, so here's the thing, and I said this earlier, guys. In these preliminary type hearings, the judge doesn't care about the facts. He's trying to say, oh, how could I have these charges for just filming the police? The judge doesn't care. This is preliminary. This is not the trial. Chillie is such a non-lawyer, non-legal scholar that he doesn't realize that this is not his time to argue his case. This is the preliminary portion.
doesn't make any sense.
Chillie, it wasn't that you were filming a cop that was the problem. It was that you were actually trying to obstruct the traffic stop that you encountered by, well, for one thing, trying to berate and belittle and call the cop a bunch of names when he didn't do anything to start it, when you're the one who walked up on the scene and immediately started getting aggressive with the cop. In fact, here's the video. Here's a short clip of what exactly took place. So you may want to get your lies straightened out, dude.
Flashback.
You good? Why'd they say that you were pulled over? Before you released. Oh, I see. What a terrible. Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha.
You can tell me you need to stay away from my driver. Back up. Back up, I'm going to detain you.
You're going to detain me how? In which way? Actually, I'm standing right here. I'm at least 10 feet away, officer. I got to tell you, I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can do whatever you want, but just understand something. Your name will go on the lawsuit. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. I'm a member of the
I
press.
think we probably know where
dog
somewhere got that line.
Okay, then detain me.
Your name is going on the lawsuit.
You're going to detain a journalist? 2015, Rodriguez. Don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me. Don't put your fucking hands on me. You know, you're not. I gotta make sure. Hey guys, make sure you guys get my people on the phone. Oh, this is so you ended the stop, you dunce cap. Did you just end the stop? So that's a 2015. No. No. Bring your supervisor, please.
End of flashback.
Now, I will have a link to that video in the description box below, or I might have put a link up above on the corner up there. So just take a look at it and see who's actually at fault for that one. I mean, the video is clear enough, but if you want to see the rest of it, be my guest. But poor little Chillie, you're the one that caused that whole situation, and now you're paying the price because you believed yourself to be a constitutional law scholar. You only have yourself to blame.
So I'm asking a much more basic question. You do not have to agree with this. This is
Do I understand
simply
I'm in charge of the misdemeanor?
Yes.
I do understand I'm in charge of the
that's
misdemeanor.
literally it.
I have trial tomorrow for the exact same thing 1 year ago.
Spoiler alert, you ended up getting 180 days for that. So kind of makes me wonder, Mr. Constitutional Law Scholar who thinks he knows everything there is to know about the law, how did you manage that? I mean, it couldn't have been your spot-on legal skills and your innate knowledge of the law. I mean, no, it couldn't have been that. I mean, what else could it have been? Now, the question is for the next trial that's upcoming, how will you fare with that one, you douche canoe?
In this jurisdiction?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't want to get into any of that.
Sure.
Today, we're just here for purposes of this. It's a very procedural type of thing today for the arraignment. So you do understand what you got charged with. You do not have to agree with this. This is just an allegation. So you don't need me to read it to you.
I don't.
Okay, very good. And are you planning on hiring an attorney to represent yourself?
I will have a standby attorney for this case.
You will have a standby
Yes.
attorney. Okay.
Because I think that I'm going to win this easy. It's on film, and I wasn't obstructing anybody.
Again, this is not a time to argue the facts. It's the preliminary portion. So, again, Chillie, you're such a non-lawyer, non-constitutional law scholar that you don't realize this.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
All right, Mr.
Is this the prosecutor, Matthew B.
Okay,
Walker?
let me do my part first, and then we can get into what it is. So, because I need to know, are you proceeding on your own? Do you want to have an attorney? Because I will give you time to talk to an attorney on your own.
Oh, Chillie, what happened to your magnificent law skills, your ability to navigate through the court system? What happened to that? I mean, aren't you supposed to know the procedures of the courts since you've been in them so often? Oh, wait, you were not exactly paying attention to anything, were you? Because you think you are the greatest thing since sliced bread, of course, because you don't need any of that gobbledygook when you got that fantastic lead-laced brain of yours, right?
That's the route that you would like to go.
I will have a standby attorney for this case.
So typically, I would set this for a pre-trial to give you an opportunity to obtain discovery and for your attorney to find out whatever all is associated with this.
Sure.
So I can set that over for a pre-trial date to give you the opportunity to do that. Would you like to do that?
That'd be great.
Okay. And then what is it that you need to tell me without talking about the facts?
I just need to know if this is the prosecutor's name. Is that the person prosecuting, Matthew B. Walker?
That is a good question. I will tell you that the city attorney is Jeffrey Dorokat, and that's the person's name on the upper left-hand corner of the complaint.
That's another thing I noticed when I saw this. He's such a non-lawyer. He doesn't know that when you file a civil complaint, the filing attorney literally is required by law to put their name, their bar ID number, and the firm that they work at on the top left-hand corner. So Chillie's saying, who's the prosecutor? Who's the prosecutor? Hey, idiot. It's right on the civil complaint. Literally. I will tell you something. As someone that files on a regular basis, files things with the city, files things with other counties, other municipalities, they will reject your filing if you do not put the correct attorney information on the complaint. If you e-file, electronically file, many times it will reject it if you don't do that. So therefore, Chillie, literally, the complaint is right there. The name is right there. So stop asking that question.
Matthew Walker is a deputy city attorney who actually prosecutes this case depends on the office.
I'm going to sue him for malicious prosecution.
Okay.
I'm going to sue everybody involved. I'm going to sue the cops.
So,
I'm going to
Mr.
sue the
Castro,
county.
Oh yeah.
It does. That picture's great. That picture's great. But
Yeah.
he's like, I'm going to sue everyone. No one cares, Chillie. That's not what this is about.
I was wondering if he's filing a suit against you, Will. You think he's going to file one too?
For this stream, I guess my name is going to be on that lawsuit.
Yeah.
He's going to sue the whole world.
Hey, a lawsuit for you, lawsuit for me, lawsuit for everyone.
Everyone gets a lawsuit.
Everyone gets a lawsuit. Hey, you in the chat right now? You're getting this lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure they're shaking in their boots. I'm sure they're really
stop right there.
shaking,
Stop.
Chillie, that to know that Mr. Constitutional Law Scholar of the millennia is here to sue them because they caught Chillie in the act of, well, being an outright jackass and committing crimes, which you've been doing since at the very least 1993. I mean, you're a freaking career criminal if there ever was one.
I appreciate you have an opinion. Today's just the arraignment.
I got you.
Saying all these things,
you're
we're
just-
here
you're
for
just
your
kidding.
misdemeanor case,
Sure,
okay?
but there's a bigger issue. There's transparency in the courtroom, which is the best thing that could possibly happen.
Word Dilligan. That's spelled D-I-L-L-I-G-A-N. Dilligan. And it means, do I look like I give a...
Hey, idiot. The judge doesn't care. The arguments that he's trying to make, you make in a trial where the facts of the case are actually argued. This judge doesn't care what the issues are. Because if it was flipped and the judge didn't go through all this preliminary all these preliminary actions, then he would come back and say, oh, the judge is corrupt. The judge is corrupt. The judge is corrupt. Make it make sense, guys, honestly. Make it make sense. Real quick, guys, there's a lot of people here. A lot of people here. If you're here for the first time, because I'm seeing a lot of new faces in the comments, guys, this is what we do. If you haven't already, guys, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. This is what we do. We come together and we call out these idiots behind these cameras that harass people. If you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Hey, maybe if you want to become a channel member. Channel members, we're doing some really good stuff for them right now. We just had our first members only live stream about a week ago.
Yeah, I believe it was
And we're gonna
last Tuesday.
Or last Tuesday, literally.
Yeah.
And we're going to
Yeah.
have another one really, really soon. So, guys, please, if you guys want to see this type of content, hit the subscribe button. You want to be a channel member, hit the join button. This is what we do, guys. But thank you guys for being here. It's because of the support you guys give is why we continue to do what we do on this channel. So thank you, guys. Carry on.
Now the people get to hear that I'm going to sue Jeffrey and I'm going to sue Matthew and I'm going to sue
So
every
here's
one of
what
those
we're not
cops.
going to do, Mr. DeCastro. This is not going to be a personal pulpit for your, philosophical difference or belief. You have the media here, and that's fine. This is
Great.
an open court. But I don't want you to start saying things too far extraneous for purposes of this misdemeanor charge. Because that's what. No, do not interrupt me. Because that's what we're here for, okay? So here's the thing, I'm recording everything, and you need to be aware that that's a two-sided thing. You're representing yourself, so I'm having this conversation with you. All these statements that you're saying can also potentially be used against you because you're getting recorded. So just so you understand. So here's what we're gonna do. Assuming you're entering a not guilty plea.
Does the
correct?
misdemeanor carry jail time?
Possibly, yes.
Possible jail time. So you said a second ago that this is a misdemeanor case as though it's something minor, but I can be put in a dungeon and locked away.
Okay. In no way
So that's true.
did I imply that this was minor
Okay.
by
It's a big
saying
deal.
that it's a
It's a
misdemeanor.
big deal.
Okay.
Okay,
Mr.
thanks.
DeCastro, let's not get off on the wrong foot. I have my job to do, and I'm not trying to engage in a conversation that's adversarial with you today.
No, I'm not trying to either. I'm not trying. I like you a lot. I think you look like a real nice person.
Okay.
I got nothing against you
So
personally.
we're gonna end on a not guilty plea
Thank
on
you.
your behalf
Thank
today. I'm gonna reset this for a pretrial. I do need to understand, because you said you were gonna have standby counsel, so are you going to represent yourself primarily, or do you wanna have that conversation, come back with your attorney? Because there's certain procedural things I'll need to do to protect due process and your due process, if you wanna go ahead and represent yourself.
Right. No, I'm going to have a standby attorney, and that has to do with a few different things. But I should probably consult with my attorney before I say anything, because it could be used against me later.
Absolutely, yeah, that's fine. And I would rather that you protect yourself, because we're recording, and that is where I'm coming from in the kind of conversations and comments that I'm making to you today. So you are obviously entitled to represent yourself. That is your right. But let's do this. Let's get you a pretrial date. And that date, ordinary course for private attorney will be May 1st at 1:30. May 1st at 1:30?
I think I have.
Do you need a different date?
I may. I may need a different date because I have a different thing in Indiana. I'm just not sure. Can I just look in my phone real quick at my calendar here? And Your Honor, I have absolutely nothing against you. I'm not.
No one cares.
I'm glad to hear that, Mr.
just,
because we may be on this case
I
for a
have
while.
nothing against
Okay.
you. I don't know you. You seem like a nice person to me.
Chillie, do you actually think that you're the first person to come along and attempt to kiss her ass? I think not. Your charms are not going to work on her, you dumbass. So stop
just
your
roasted
bootlicking,
him so hard.
stop your threats, and just get on with this BS and get out of here. And hopefully we'll get to see you arrest soon enough.
I couldn't possibly hold anything against you personally. So I'm just looking for the date that I have in Indiana. I sue lots of cops all around the country. I help sue lots of cops around the country if they violate people's rights. So I have a case in Indiana, but I'm just looking for the date. And that May 1st?
Yes, at 1:30.
Can't talk, I'm in court. The judge is looking at me.
Is it easier if I give you a different date and then you look at that?
Well, I'm just not sure if it's May 1st or June 1st. I'm just gonna go there because I'm assisting with the financing of filing a federal civil rights lawsuit against these cops who arrested this man for filming cops. So I just want to make sure that I'm there when that happens. You know, it's a lot of work. So he's texting me back right now. I'll know the date in 1 second. I hate to waste any of these people's time.
You're not wasting anyone's time.
I just want to make sure that, because then we have to reset it again.
Why is he still talking? He's just like rambling.
She just roasted him so hard. It's like, I just want to do my job. I don't want to talk to you.
It's possible for my attorney to be here and me not to be
Absolutely.
here. Well, then we can set it for any date that's most convenient for the court.
That's fine. You
Cool.
will need to inform your attorney of that date, and then
Okay.
I'm sure they will know to appear for you. If nobody's there on that day, that would be a problem.
That would be a bad thing.
Right, so you would need to be here if in fact this is not your attorney that you're gonna hire, because then I need to figure out, do you need more time or?
No, I already have an attorney retained.
Okay, so we will keep the May 1st, 1:30 date for your standby attorney to appear for you, and you do not need to appear on that date as long as your lawyer is here.
What time is that at, ma'am?
1:30 in the afternoon, and you are in Department 1, May 1st.
Department 1 at 1:30. Set.
Okay?
Thanks.
All right, I will
Thanks.
see you
I
and your
appreciate your
attorney on
time.
that day, or just your attorney, Mr. DeCastro.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, me too.
Well, that ends that court session for Chillie for the day, for that day anyway. But apparently it didn't end well for him today because, well, the word is that he got hauled away out in handcuffs and he got 180 days in jail. Oh boy, Chillie, I hope you enjoy every single one of those days with Bubba and the boys because I'm sure that, well, that you'll be doing them a lot of favors for some canteen money. So at any rate, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
All right. Thank you, Blackheart Knight. And David is here. Welcome, David.
Hi, guys. I can't stay very long, but I wanted to jump in and celebrate. I mean, to jump in and see what happened.
Hey, David. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Look at him.
Oh, poor shit.
Look at him.
A constitutional law scholar and couldn't lose.
Yeah, so that's my argument. Like, why is he an attorney so bad?
Because he's an idiot. You think?
So we have until September, and I think it's the 17th or the 18th. We are free. Now, here's the interesting things. What happens if he's found guilty of other misdemeanors in that time? They'll just tack on more jail time, and Chillie could be incarcerated for even longer.
Well, would that? I mean,
it's so sad. I won't get to watch Chillie make a total fool of himself for minimum 6 months.
But they would have to be separate offenses for it to be tacked on. I mean, otherwise it would be what's the word I'm looking for? It would have to be, the only way it can be consecutive instead of concurrent would be if it was a different offense. See what I mean?
That is true. Well, no, it depends on if it's a different county where the violation takes place. Potentially, it's up to the discretion of the court if they were to add it consecutive. I think that it's up to the discretion of the judge with that one. I could be wrong.
Well, I thought he was just going in for a preliminary. I thought this was just a pretrial conference.
So that's what's crazy about it. People thought this was the trial. If you watch earlier in the video, he says that he had the same charges in a different state or different county. I can't remember if it was a different state or different county. The following day, he had a bench trial.
Oh, that's right. I remember vaguely. Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Because people thought that this was the trial. And I was explaining, no, guys, this is a preliminary conference. This is not where the facts of the case are argued. This is not where sentences are imposed. So, look, guys, great day. So let's watch a couple more Chillie videos. So,
hey, before we do that, can I do a shameless plug?
Absolutely.
Okay, can you put a picture? Okay, so this Sunday at 2:30 p.m., I have guests JJ Scarborough and Billy Meadows, who's going to be talking about rehabilitation programs in prisons and jails. We'll be with my co-host Batty and my producer Ray.
Awesome. And Joe, do us a favor, drop a link to your channel. Those of you that don't know, Joe has an excellent storytime channel. He's just getting started and he's making fantastic growth. Go drop him a like. Go subscribe to him. Help our friend get to 200 subs. He's going to get there really quick. So, all of us that are still here, and thank you guys for coming. You guys being here means a lot, all of you. Oh, man, this is great. Like I said, guys, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe this stream. And, hey, if you want to see more of this stuff, hit the join button. Become a channel member because we're going to put out more and more good content just like this if you're here for the first time. Thank you, guys.
When did all this hilarity happen?
Today.
Okay.
Dummy Kruger was the one that released it, and you know Dummy Kruger is going to put out an amazing video on it. You know it. In fact, after we watch this video, we will watch a video of Dummy Kruger. But why don't we watch my video? We're going to watch my video of the last time Chillie DeCastro was arrested. Now, do me a favor, guys. The audio on this video, the quality is good, but the volume is low, and I'm not going back and re-editing the video. So if it's a bit quiet, guys, just turn your volume up just a little bit. But guys, let's have a look at the video of the last time Chillie DeCastro was arrested for doing Chillie-like things. Have a look.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is a bit of a serious video, but it's a video that has to be shown. And if you guys have probably seen this video already, you know what it's about. We're going to talk about Chillie. And to me, guys, this is one of the more disgusting videos that I've seen on the internet. For Chillie DeCastro, because of his inflated ego, because of his desire just to get the attention of trolls on the internet and people that have no conscience whatsoever, decides to go and film a police situation or investigation rather, that he has no idea what's going on. And then after learning of the tragic consequences of the actual incident, doesn't seem to care and continues to antagonize the police to the point where he gets arrested. Unfortunately, this is classic Chillie, so this isn't going to surprise a lot of you, but it's despicable. So, guys, sit back, relax, enjoy the video.
And I just wanted to begin filming here as quickly as possible. Got a perimeter here created.
All right, guys, I'm just going to pause Chillie's narrative for just a moment in his commentary because he doesn't really say anything here. But just notice how Chillie goes above and beyond to film this crime scene. Now, again, does Chillie have any idea what's going on? No. He'll make that very clear. And as you'll see as this video proceeds, a very tragic accident had occurred. But will Chillie care? No. So my whole question is, can Chillie defend himself by saying that he did not intentionally try and obstruct these officers? He did not intentionally harass these officers. He did not intentionally obstruct or interfere. I don't think that's the case. I mean, just by his intent, as you see here, just to get in position in a situation that he knows nothing about, that's the beginning right there of demonstrating that his intent was just to annoy, harass, and insert himself in the situation. Oh my goodness, do my eyes deceive me, guys? That is what we call a real journalist out filming a story. Not these investigative journalists that insert themselves in the story. Oh boy, Chillie, you should hang out with this guy. Maybe you might learn a thing or two about how to be a real journalist in the auditing community.
You know what's going on?
The guy's going, how dare you scoop my story?
Hey, once you pass this brick wall, just cut through the parking lot. Thank you.
Oh, I caught that, Chillie. Did you guys catch what Chillie just did there? Chillie intentionally, twice, goes under the crime scene tape directly in the vision of the police officers just to get a reaction and defy authority. And they're going to call him out for this later. And notice he'll be quick to say, I didn't do that. It's on film. No, Chillie, you intentionally go under the crime scene like it's the limbo or whatever you want to call it, just to antagonize and get a reaction from the police.
Hello, sir.
Hello's for suckers.
Can we help you, sir? Can we help you?
You could just do your job, mind your own business. That's what you could do.
Excuse me?
I told you, I would say it again, you could mind your own business. I'm doing my job. I appreciate your time. But just, if I was you, I'd just shut your mouth so I don't put you in your place.
This is typical Chillie, because the officer was very reasonable and asked him a very reasonable question. Can we help you? What are you doing? Because if you notice, Chillie's not filming from a distance. Chillie is filming right up on these officers, and they have the right to know who he is and what he's doing. And how does he respond? He responds with the insult. He responds with the berating remarks, and that's only going to continue. Now, remember, guys, look how close Chillie is to these bikes. Now, Turner v. Driver, that all these auditors want to quote, say that, oh, this case gives us the right to film the police. But there are limits to that because, as you see, it is reasonable time, reasonable manner, and place restrictions. Now, in this case, Chillie is breaking all three of these criteria. The time is improper because it's an active crime scene. The manner, as you'll see, will escalate and become improper. And the placement. He's right up on these officers. So for a constitutional law scholar, he clearly has no idea how to properly cop watch.
That's what I'd do if I was you. I'd shut up if I was you. Unless you want to look like an idiot on YouTube.
We're still pretty close to the road, so let's push this out a little bit further.
If you just
keep going that way for me, I'm okay if you
videoing,
but video over there.
Don't tell me where to stand. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I'm suing you guys for $5 million. I'll sue you for $5 million more. You don't have a right to tell me what to do.
I'm just asking you to
Shut
stand
your
over there.
piggish
We're
mouth.
still doing
And
it.
don't approach me. Shut your mouth.
Sir, do you see the crime
Shut
scene
your
tape
mouth
over there?
and shut your mouth.
You see
I'm
the
your
tape?
boss.
You see the
You
tape over there?
understand that?
Let's
Shut
go
your
back
mouth.
over
I'm
there.
walking down the street. Mind your own business.
No,
I'm just standing here. If you hadn't approached me,
sergeant.
don't come behind me, piggy. Okay. If you hadn't approached me, I don't give a damn what you are. You're not a sergeant. Shut your mouth. I'm here doing my job. I'm a member of the press. I invoke my First Amendment right.
Okay.
Now, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right, so don't ask me another question. Take 3 steps back, gentlemen.
Okay, so Chillie again is exposing the fact that he has no idea how the law or the Constitution works. Because here he says, oh, now I'm demonstrating my Fifth Amendment rights. Chillie, the Fifth Amendment only applies to people to protect themselves from self-incrimination. Then an individual can remain silent.
Yet, you're here.
Again, as you're going to claim, and the officers will claim, you are not convicted or at this point suspected of committing a crime. So saying that the Fifth Amendment, you're demonstrating your right to the Fifth Amendment, that makes zero sense because there's nothing to demonstrate the Fifth Amendment for. But notice, even if logistically speaking, the Fifth Amendment applies the way you assumed, notice how Chillie keeps talking. Again, this just proves that Chillie, he claims to be a self-proclaimed constitutional law scholar, but again, he clearly knows nothing about the Constitution.
I'm not your suspect. Take 3 steps back from me.
So there's a crime scene.
Take
over
3
there,
steps
and
back
you're
from
standing
me.
in a crime scene now,
I'm
so
walking
you
down
need-
the street. I can walk
Okay.
anywhere I want. There's not crime
This is
scene
the
right
crime
here.
scene.
The crime tape would be over here then, wouldn't it, dunce cap?
I get you didn't graduate from high school,
crime
did you?
scene tape right there, okay?
We're just asking you.
I don't
step
give a
over
rat's
there.
ass what you say. Do you understand that?
Sir,
I don't
you
care
don't have
what
to
you
make
say.
this
I'm not
difficult,
breaking any laws. Make it difficult. If you'd mind your own damn business, we wouldn't be talking right now. If you hadn't opened your mouth, I wouldn't be talking to you.
I'm
just filming this.
You're okay to film.
I'm a member of
I'm
the
just
press. I
asking
told
to
you
film
I
over
invoked
there.
my Fifth Amendment right. You
You
have a
have
right to
you
ask me
have-
questions.
Again, Chillie has no idea what he's talking about. Because Chillie, you said that because you invoked your Fifth Amendment rights, they can't ask you any questions. No, Chillie, idiot. It's the exact opposite. He can ask you questions, but the Fifth Amendment doesn't mean you have to answer if this was a criminal matter. That's simply not the case, Chillie. You have no clue what you are talking about.
You have your.
I got the First Amendment. What are the first 5 big freedoms of the First Amendment?
Do you have your press
I'm a
documents,
constitutional law scholar, you dunce cap. What's it like to be so stupid? I wonder what that's like. What's it like to be a moron? What's it like to not know our rights? Correct him. Hey, correct him, sir. Correct this man. Explain to him that he doesn't have a right. Don't put your hands on me.
You've already walked across
Are you
the
gonna run
crime
over and
scene
grab
tape.
me? Are you gonna run over and grab me? Are you gonna run over?
Sir,
I don't. I'm walking down the street, gentlemen. I have a right to film this.
So 2 things. 1, Chillie, you were not walking down the sidewalk. You were standing in the parking lot filming the police cars to antagonize the officers. You were not simply passing through, walking down the street. And second of all, Chillie, no one ever said you could not film. The officers make it very clear you can film. You just need to be in a reasonable place to the crime scene. Does this really not make sense to you, Chillie?
Keep
You
walking.
understand that?
I understand.
I have a right to film this. If you touch me,
there.
I will sue you. I
You're
sue
more
you
than
cops
welcome.
every
tape
time.
already, sir.
I was walking down the street. I have a right to do so.
Okay, but we
There's
are
crime
telling
scene
you that you need to
Your cop
continue
told me to
walking.
walk over here. I have it on video.
Okay, and I understand that.
You're confronting me when you should be working on your job.
If you
Why don't you
stop- let
shut your mouth and
let
step
me
away
talk
from
to
me?
you.
I'm just filming.
Let me talk to you, all right?
Who's the
Let me-
commanding officer?
I am.
Okay, then step back from me and leave me alone. I'll stop
No.
talking to you and I'll keep walking that
You
way.
Keep walking.
Then go that way. Get out of my face.
No, I will stand right here. You can keep walking.
You're not my boss, bro. I'm yours. You understand that? I make the rules.
I gave you a lawful
I'm
order.
your
You need
boss.
to keep walking.
I
If
am
you
walking.
do not, then you will
I'm
be
getting.
arrested
What's
for
your name?
obstruction.
What's your name and badge
I'm
number?
Sergeant Hutchinson.
Okay, what's your name and badge number?
Bruin 17149.
What's your name and badge number? Okay, what's your name and badge number? All right.
And
If
are
you would
being
just do
recorded
your job.
Hey, idiot. They can't do their job. Why? Because you are clearly obstructing, which again, we talked about this in a recent video. You obstruct the administration of law if you intentionally impair or pervert the administration of law. Now, here's the thing. They usually say it's not a physical act, but Chillie is physically interfering because he's inserting himself in the situation and intentionally taking the officers away from what they are investigating. So Chillie, Mr. Constitutional Law Scholar, you don't even know that what you're doing is obstruction.
If you would just do your. I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did not. I have it on video.
I'm asking you
It's
to continue walking.
it's recorded. It's recorded. I'm not going that way. I'm going that way.
You can't. That's the thing.
Okay, what is the crime scene about?
This is a fatal car accident.
Okay, so am I in any way near the fatal car accident?
You are.
Or are you just
on the
being a
wrong side.
dominating
No.
pig to me?
Please
There's
just
no
keep
reason.
walking.
There's no reason to
I have
try
not
to
been
detain me
disrespectful
or
to
arrest
you at
me.
all.
I've done nothing wrong.
I haven't been
I'm not.
disrespectful
There's no
to you at all.
victim. There's no crime here. You're just being a dominating pig.
Notice what Chillie just said, and this legitimately made my blood boil. Chillie said there's no victim, no crime has been committed after just being told that there was a fatal car accident. You're telling me, Chillie, you would much rather antagonize these police officers and obstruct them from their investigation after they told you that someone legitimately lost their life and said that there is no victim, so therefore you can antagonize them all you want. That is a disgrace.
Leave me alone.
I have not been disrespectful.
All I'm doing is filming. All I was doing is filming the bikes, man. That's all I was
And all
doing.
I asked you was what you were doing.
And it's none of your business. Do your job. You don't have to answer to you. You're not my daddy. No, I have the officer over there on video told me to walk this way. Go ahead and arrest me and find out how quick I sue your ass.
Sir.
Just do it. Okay, I have to walk the other way, so I'm going to be walking over here.
Go to the crime scene tape, sir.
Don't tell me what to do.
Please go that way.
Don't tell me what to do.
Then let's just
You're
start
not my boss.
I'm giving you a lawful order. Let's start walking now. Let's go. We're going this
Are
way.
you going to put your hands on me now? Leave me the fuck
let's
alone.
go. Listen, sir, this way.
Well, don't touch me, dude.
I'm just
Dude, I'm just standing here.
escorting you
I'm
to
just
where you
standing.
need to go.
Are you guys going to surround me?
Leave me alone.
I am escorting you to where
There's no
you need
reason to
go.
do this. I'm not trying to fight anybody. There's no victim here. There's no crime. You're just trying to dominate another person. Just leave me alone. Okay, I can leave, but you don't have to walk up on me.
Let's go. You haven't
So
left
what's
yet.
the emergency? Is there an
Because
emergency?
somebody's dead, sir. Is that enough emergency
Well,
for
where are
you?
they at?
Let's go.
Where are they at? Where are they at? Are they right here?
Let's go.
I don't want to watch this video anymore because that's disgusting. That's despicable and that's disgusting. Chillie DeCastro has just proven to me that forget about this facade he puts on the internet. He is a disgusting human being. Because he just said, after the officer point blank told him, because he's that stupid to understand, that someone was dead and he didn't care. He said, where are they at? Are they not here? Oh, well, if they're not here, I can film and antagonize you. Chillie DeCastro is a disgusting human being that only cares about himself and his inflated ego, even though there's clearly something wrong with him. I'm not going to commentate anymore, guys. Let's watch to the end of the video where this piece of trash gets arrested.
Am I causing any problems here? The only thing you're doing is losing your cool, acting like an idiot. You're acting like a dunce cat.
Let's go, sir.
You're on camera acting like a moron, bro.
Come on, sir.
No, look at this. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 cops. For what? What good's it doing? What good's it doing? You don't need to escort me. Go back to where you're going. I'm walking. I'm walking right now.
Now let's go.
Oh, now you're threatening me with violence. Now this guy's threatening me with violence.
Let's go, sir.
Now they're pushing me. Look at their hands all over me. Look at that. Look at that.
You're right.
All,
We're escorting you.
don't fucking touch me, boys. Don't. What are you doing? For what? I've done it on the ground, sir. Don't hit me. We're not going to hurt you. Don't already. Don't pull away. We look for you guys. You got 30 fucking warnings. You have to double. You have to double call for the. Wait. I'm doing you guys. Your hands are open. Look at my phone. Put my hands down. That's all right.
Chillie DeCastro is a piece of garbage and deserves what he got and then more. He was thrown on the ground and arrested, and he's going to file thousands of lawsuits. You know what? File whatever lawsuits you want, dude, because you're clearly a clown. You're an internet personality that has no care and concern for human life. Because the moment that you say that when someone needlessly loses their life in a motor vehicle incident doesn't matter and your right to antagonize the police are more important, you're a disgusting human being. Guys, I'm sorry I wasn't laughing and joking in this video, but I was really annoyed. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We'll have better content coming out soon. So hopefully we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Guys, okay, look. I mean, that's an older video. I see it older. I mean, that wasn't that long ago. What was it, like a month and a half ago? 2 months ago, maybe? No, not that long ago. Even like a month ago, right? I don't... Honestly, Chillie deserves what he gets and then more. Because if you notice towards the end, I was getting really annoyed in that video. Really annoyed. Because it was clear that, again, he didn't care what the situation was. His objective was just to pick a fight with the police for no reason whatsoever. And that's despicable. And I said it in the video. Someone literally lost their life. And he didn't care. Yeah. Let's watch a couple more videos, guys. Let's put up a Dummy Kruger video. Older one. No, hold on. Now, Greg, you said this before. On what channel is this, Greg? What channel is this on? I don't know. I honestly don't know what you're referring to. But let's hop over to Dummy Kruger's channel. Chillie DeCastro is going to get his viewers arrested or worse. Have a look.
Everybody push the like button. Take your finger real fast and hit the like button. And then I want to know where everybody's watching from. Let me know in the comment section. Are you watching from Philadelphia? Are you watching from Detroit? Are you watching from America? From Sweden? From Germany? From Norway? From China? Are you watching from China?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Welcome to the Dummy Kruger channel, everyone. Today's video, we're once again taking a look at more of Chillie DeCastro getting absolutely everything incorrect about a major court case from 1977, Pennsylvania versus Mims. I recently covered a different case he has on his indestructible toilet paper, trifold, a few weeks ago, proving he erroneously cites the now infamous Mississippi Supreme Court ruling Tesh Lyons versus Danforth. As a matter of fact, his nonsense is spreading because I recently found my good friend and First Amendment auditor, Cody High Roller, trying to cite this case to a police officer. Before I get any comments below, I get it. Chillie has been covered ad nauseum, but I honestly felt compelled to make a video on this particular live stream due to the off chance one of his ill-equipped viewers happens upon it. Because of the fact he gets practically everything wrong about this case, he could be putting some of his viewers in major legal trouble, or even worse. Not only that, I simply just have fun proving him wrong. Let's find out why.
I've been watching videos today and I've been seeing some different things happen on the YouTubes, and it's almost as though people have this blanket blind belief that if a cop says you have to get out of the car, that you have to get out of the car.
Yes, people have that belief because it's the correct belief. Only you're trying to tell your viewers otherwise.
So I'm pulled over.
Hey,
right?
Dawn, do me a favor. Can you drop that link, please? I think that's what a lot of people are talking about. Can you drop the link in the comments? And I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna go there right now. Can you just drop the link to that, please? Because that's what people are referring to when they say it's going live. I want to switch right over to that. Our Nevada judges. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Forget this video then. Forget this video then. Had a couple of videos we're gonna watch, but our Nevada judge. I keep saying the. It's I don't. It says that. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Bear with me. Nevada judge. I'm on the channel, but I don't see any. I don't see any live or premiere.
They might not. They might not be doing a premiere like you and I like to do, like where it's announced premiere. It might be just that's when the video will be live and available to start watching.
Well, people are saying, oh, in 5 minutes, in 5 minutes, in 5 minutes. I don't. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep watching a Dummy Kruger video. We're gonna keep watching random videos until that comes out. Guys, just spam me in the comments when it comes on, and then we're gonna go right over there and watch it. So let's keep watching the video.
There's a cop behind me, got me pulled over, and as I'm sitting here, you know, I've taught you guys ad nauseum that the very first thing that happens when that copper is coming up to me, I mean, as soon as I see a copper, what do? I start recording. As soon as I see the copper, I start recording. There's absolutely no delay in what I do. When I see a copper.
All right, copper. Reach. Reach, I said, and don't turn around.
I start recording.
For some reason, Chillie believes his recording device is some sort of silver bullet against law enforcement. It's not. You have to look no further than his own videos where he continues to rack up traffic violations even while he records the whole thing.
Because you don't have to get out of the car just because the copper says, get out of the car. That's an old idea. That's an old idea. Before there was a camera and the cop ordered you out of the car, you had to get out the car. But not anymore. That has dramatically changed. And what's the reason why it has changed? How come it is that when the copper says, get out of the car, and you go, The answer is no, I'm not getting out of the car. And how come you have the right to tell a copper that you're not getting out of the car? Why is that? Why is that? Let's walk through this stop and let me show you why you do not have to get out of the car just because the cop says you got to get out of the car. No, you don't, poopy pants.
Yes, you do, you overgrown toddler. If you are pulled over for a legitimate traffic infraction, per Pennsylvania versus Mims, it is lawful for a police officer to order you out of your automobile. Full stop.
I pull down my trifold. I pull down my laminated pouch. I give him my license, registration, and proof of insurance. Now, he looks at it, looks at me, and says, okay, step out of the car. Oh, no, copper. Oh, no, I ain't getting out of the car. And why am I not getting out of the car? Because Pennsylvania versus Mims has a very explicit holding. It says in the holding that the copper has to believe that you're armed and presently dangerous. Copper's got to believe that you're armed and presently dangerous. Not just armed, but presently dangerous.
This is where our 20-year constitutional law scholar is either lying to his viewers or maybe he's just that big of an idiot. I suppose it could be both. It's probably both. The highlighted section he's showing here from Pennsylvania versus Mims does say the following. So this is Justice Thurgood Marshall writing this. It's also in regards to Terry versus Ohio, not Pennsylvania versus Mims. Marshall writes, the court confided its holdings to situations in which the officer believes that, quote, the persons with whom he is dealing may be armed and presently dangerous, and fears for his own or other safety. So this is where he lays his whole argument. However, this isn't the holding in the case. As a matter of fact, it's the dissenting opinion from Justice Marshall, not the holding. This is what I mean. Is he lying to his viewers? Or is he just not smart enough to realize he's not reading the holding in this case?
Remember, the holding says that a prudent man must believe that you're armed and presently dangerous for him to order you out of the car. So you went through your protocols because you learned how to make your laminated trifold and then he has everything by law. And then he says, I want you to step out of the car. And so what you're going to say is, actually, officer, and this is going to go on the next trifold. It's going to say, actually, officer, the Pennsylvania versus Mims holding says that a prudent man must believe that I'm armed and presently dangerous for you to order me out of the car.
Again, that was the dissenting opinion. Here's a quick summary of what actually happened during the Pennsylvania versus Mims case. During a traffic stop, 2 police officers ordered Mims out of the vehicle and noticed a bulge underneath his jacket. The officers then frisked Mims, where they found a handgun, resulting in an arrest for a concealed deadly weapon without a license. During Mims's first trial, he argued it was a violation of his Fourth Amendment rights due to the fact he was asked to get out of the vehicle in the first place. But the trial court disagreed and he was convicted. Mims took this conviction to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, where it was actually overturned. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruled that it was a violation of both the 4th and 14th Amendments to remove him from his vehicle, and that the gun should have been suppressed from evidence. After this ruling, it was subsequently appealed to the United States Supreme Court, where they overturned the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, clarifying that officers could order occupants out of their vehicles without violating their Fourth Amendment rights. And that's where we stand today.
This phone right here is recording not just for you. This phone is recording for the judge. And what I'm going to show the judge is that I let you know that I'm not a previous violent felon. And watch this, copper. I'm going to pull my...
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Cool, clear water. 230 likes. Thank you for your support. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for being here. Guys, we're going to go right over to the premiere that's about to get started. Thank you, Bat as Crazy Girl, for that. Let's all watch it together. What does it say? Hold on. The full raw court video. Okay, this is going to be good. So, this premiere should start any moment, guys. Oh, this is going to be great. No, I'm guessing this is just they're just going to show his cross examination, or like they're going to trim it up. I'm guessing. I don't know. I see David's back. Joe, Johan. What do you guys think? Is anybody here? Aw, everyone fell asleep. Oh, man. While we're waiting, guys, let's have a look at... That's where we are, PDFL.
Well, he clearly has been cruising for this for a long time. It's about time he got it.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at some of the comments while we're waiting. Justice has been served, finally. Thank you, Judge. You are a very wise woman. This will be your most watched, commented on court coverage of all time. Bravo, Judge. Bravo, a judge that has her street police back. What a beautiful thing to see. Absolutely. Absolutely. The odd thing is it's a premiere, so premieres shouldn't run late. That's the only thing that's interesting. Anyway, while we're waiting, guys, let's have a look, have a quick chat with some of you. They're in the audience here. Some of you are, like I said, are brand new, so hopefully you guys are going to be here for time to come. Julie Drummer, welcome, Julie Drummer. Blue Line Bootlickers Mania. Okay, I don't know what that means. But Jordan, we've seen you here before. Frauder Mania equals Fraud Mania. Oh, are you just a hater here? Got another hater here, guys. Couple months late, my friend. The haters aren't on my channel anymore. Except Stanley. He's homeless, as you guys know. Let's see. Christopher O'Connor, we've seen you before. Brian Graves. This is your first time on our channel. Welcome. Patricia Fedor. I feel like we've had a chat. I think you've been here before. Maybe. Maybe not. But thanks for coming. Remcliffe, welcome. Good to see you here. Chrissy King, this is your first time here. Welcome. Mark Simbrow, welcome. Go FVT, welcome. And you're watching from outside the jail. We should go audit the jail. Like, let's go audit Chillie. There's an upload issue. Is there a I don't want to just sit here and just look at Chillie.
No, not at all.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Because I guess I have no idea what's going on. 1 second. Just okay. Oh, Remcliffe for the $2. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you guys for your support. It's because of your support's why we're here. For $2 says, hope he had his prison trifold with him. Delete. Oh, guys, look. I guess Chillie snuck his phone into the prison.
Oh, I love that one.
I was framed by the DUI guy. Wrong channel.
No, delete balls. No, it was not the DUI guy. It was the DUI guy imposter.
Exactly. And look who's here. Welcome.
Hey.
Thanks for coming on.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing?
Oh, well, I'm doing great now. Chillie's been arrested.
Life is good. Life is good. Finally, somebody's getting their just desserts.
Absolutely. Are you just going to keep commenting that, dude? Like, who are you? Seriously, who are you? Who are you? Come on. Tell us who you really are. Come on.
You know, the bootlicker thing is so like over. Can you guys not come up with anything creative? It's kind of over.
That bootlickers died a year and a half ago.
I mean, seriously, I mean, like the frauditor handbook is kind of old and outdated, so y'all need to start coming up with some new things.
Completely. All right, here's what we're gonna do, guys. Since this is taking a little bit of time, there's one video I wanted to watch. We watched it on a stream before, and I'm just gonna pull it up real quick.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It literally said it was going to start in like 60 seconds.
No. There's nothing to be sorry about. It's a premiere. I premiere multiple times a week. When you set a premiere, the premiere is supposed to start at the time.
Yeah, they were saying something about some uploading issues.
Yeah, it is. It's been stuck at 99%.
Yeah, I don't know if folks, the way I like to do my premieres in my lives, I usually like to put them up a day or two ahead of time.
You know what the problem probably is? They probably just finished the video and it didn't save properly. It's probably what it is.
You're that worried.
That's
It's taking
okay.
a little bit longer than usual to upload it.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch another satisfying video. We're gonna watch while we're waiting. This is that video where Chillie threatens Gunner TV, a YouTuber.
Oh God.
He threatens a YouTuber.
This will be fun.
Here's the thing. I know Gunner TV. Like, not know personally, like I know his channel. Like I've known him well before Chillie. But like when I saw that Chillie was threatening him, quote unquote, it was hilarious. Have a look.
I don't want to do this one. Today, we're going to be talking about how not to respond to criticism. This is, of course, an update to the last video I made talking about a YouTube channel named Delete Laws and the man that runs it, Chillie DeCastro.
You are such a wussy, bro.
The response from him to my video has been, as I'm sure many of you could have predicted, completely unhinged.
I got to locate someone. The guy's channel is named Gunner TV. I need his home mailing address or his physical location.
So I figured I would use it as a case study and perhaps a cautionary tale on how to avoid making yourself look like even more of an idiot in the face of criticism. So come on, let's jump in Insano style. But first, a word from a very relevant sponsor. Are you being stalked by a crazed man on the internet who wants to find your new home address and sue you? No, just me? Well, you should still stay protected like I do. Today, anyone can find out everything about you online, including your name, address, phone number, Discord server, email, schools, relatives, a very private Discord server, hotels, flights, bank accounts, health records, or a very private Discord server that may or may not be used for sexualizing trains. But Aura will hunt down these data brokers that sell your information to robocallers, spammers, or anyone with an unhealthy interest in your life. They'll even opt you out of junk mail and telemarketing lists. You can use my link, aura.com/gunner, to try 2 weeks free and see just how many data brokers are sharing your information. Also linked in the description, or you can scan the QR code here. Aura's app is like a digital ninja, armed with a VPN, password manager, real-time credit and identity theft monitoring, internet parental controls, and malware protection. It's a one-stop shop for internet safety. As someone who at 18 years old fell for a call scam and gave away his social security number, it's nice to know Aura.
Because the internet is sick and tired of talking about you. That's why. At least I'm sick and tired of watching videos about him. I'm just being honest with you. That's why I'm covering something else.
Video. It was no less than an hour after I posted my video that Chillie found it and commented on it. I'm watching. What @Gunner TV doesn't know is that I sue people who defame me. I'm watching this video right now. If you defamed me, I'll give you 24 hours to retract. After that, I sue you. Ask the other trolls who have no purpose, no mission, no direction. You just make videos because people will tune in. I'm watching. Hope you said something stupid. I'm watching now. So he admits that he hasn't even started really watching the video yet, and he's already thrown out the potential of a lawsuit against me. Your name is Delete Laws, right? Like, get rid of them, and yet it's your MO to immediately threaten me with the law? You just make videos because people will tune in, like you and everyone else does too? Should I not want people to tune in? And post. Oh, God, finally done. I spent a week scripting this and 3 days editing. Jeez, I hope nobody watches this. And then he comments 2 minutes later, ew, nuisance is a legal term. And then by defaming me, by listing me and performing criminal acts, you dive directly into the money.
Hey, do you want me to pop over there real quick to see if it started? Or do you have somebody watching?
It says we're processing this video. Check back later.
Oh, well, check you out, Will. Okay. You got it.
Well, because I have it in the background, and it looks like. So it looks like it's not premiering. I'm wondering if what they should do is just take it down because if it's processing, that means it's going to be a couple minutes. So
Oh,
I'll
okay.
have it going in the background here, and I'll keep refreshing it. But don't worry, guys, we're going to watch it. Don't worry.
Okay, I didn't know. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, I appreciate you looking out. The only reason we're playing this time, guys, is just to keep everybody entertained.
Oh, absolutely. Please, yes. I don't want to look at Chillie's face the whole entire time, so please.
Here's a word from the sponsor. Call your lawyer, dunce cap. Calling me a nuisance is the legal term. I'll give you 24 hours to retract your statement, and if not, I will sue you. Yes. Reminder, my video was 20 minutes long, but from his first comment, he had time to watch only 2 minutes of it, and he thought, yeah, I got enough here to sue. Oh, this guy called me a nuisance. I'll see your ass in court. This whole thing is so silly. Now, we'd be here all day if I address every single incorrect thing Chillie says going forward, but let's at least look at this one. Nuisance is a legal term? No, it's not. Public nuisance is, but that's not what I called you. Roll the clip. Chillie DeCastro, who is truly an unhinged individual with the sole purpose of just being a nuisance. So yeah, I stand by it. You're a nuisance. In fact, you're being a nuisance right now. A big old nuisance. Nuisance, nuisance, nuisance. That's what you are. So my first piece of advice in responding to criticism is listen to the full criticism before you respond. Or else, like a dumbass, you'll leave evidence that your incoming lawsuit is based upon something that I never even said. Now, I didn't respond to these comments, which, like a crazy ex, he left over 50 of. He's since deleted all of them, but I took screenshots because how could I even look away? I was getting a new comment from him every 20 seconds. These were mostly just unintelligible ramblings of a man who loves to bark over and over again about how he's going to sue you. But the thing is, it's hard to claim damages for a lawsuit when in the same comments he'll then thank me for making the video and that it actually helped his channel out. I'll sue you because you have to defend the lawsuit. You forgot that one, and that defense is $10,000 to start. You're getting sued, brother. You really made a mistake. Don't fuck with people who openly tell their audience they are a law scholar. I love this. You have helped this channel so much, bro. God bless you, dude. Call your lawyer and ask him how much it's going to cost to defend my lawsuit because it's coming. Well, you told me it was $10,000, so I'll take your word for it. In these comments, he'll also call me a stupid YouTuber a lot, specifically an uneducated YouTube kid who doesn't understand the Constitution or understand the law. Which, sure, but that was my point, that we're on even playing field, that you admit that your entire knowledge of law also comes from the internet.
I don't have any more education than anybody here. I have a education from Google and YouTube. I don't know anything more than anybody else. I just know what I learned online.
Yet you pitch yourself as an authority on law as if you know what you're talking about, calling yourself a constitutional law scholar because you have access to an iPhone. That claim has as much merit to it as me calling myself an ER doctor because I watched 3 seasons of House. Yet he has the audacity to comment, going forward, you'll be delving into law. I've read about you. Anybody who listens to a damn word you say about law, you're not qualified. Neither are you, idiot. The difference is every law expert agrees with me and not you, and I'm not telling my audience to use my information, further selling it to them on destructible, indestructible paper. If you want to skip the lawsuit and remove your video and then work out a financial settlement with me, I'm willing to do that and then have a debate with you. However, as of this moment, you're going to be sued within the next couple of days. Wow, what a gracious offer. No. However, what I think is funny is you're going to go through and debunk what a constitutional law scholar says. I can't wait to hear this. And what I think is funny is that in this comment, minus the lawsuit threats, he's talking about how I'm not qualified to go up against a constitutional law scholar like himself because he's like so wickedly smart, right? Why would I even attempt to challenge him in the battle of intellect? He's a constitutional law scholar. Am I out of my mind? So I had to laugh out loud when he immediately contradicted himself in the next comment he left, telling me that he's actually really dumb. It doesn't matter if I have a degree, a jurist, doctorates, a master's, a PhD, none of that matters. What does matter is that I know how to sue people in federal court. That's all you need to know. I'm the dumbest guy ever. I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. Anything you want to call me, brother. However, I have a team of legal expert and we sue people all over the country. LOL. I'm afraid you blew it here. You're getting sued now. Yes, yes, yes. So I guess he came around to admitting that he's dumb too. I don't know. This man speaks in constant hypocrisies. But then it happened. I finally got my email that he warned of, telling me that I had 24 hours to retract my statement. And this email was a bit menacing in tone, sort of like he was cosplaying a Bond villain. I'm so happy. Thanks for making you my target. By law, I have to warn you that you have 24 hours to retract and remove the defaming content or face a federal tort lawsuit. I love it. I'm gonna clean up all of social media. I guess you forgot to look me up. I sue people who defame me. And then the incorrect nuisance is a legal term. Uh-oh, you lied. I'm being massively harassed now. And bingo, get your wallet out because you will pay me for what you have done, YouTuber. First step, I give you 24 hours to retract and remove the slanderous statements that defame me. Second step, I file a restraining order for defaming me. Third step, I will sue you in federal court for defamation. It's called odium, dunce cap. Federal court because of jurisdiction and amount exceeds $75,000. I'll be suing you for $100,000. Odium predisposes you to harassment and abuse by others. Oh, and I've had 100 so far comments of others now harassing me. I screenshot and keep all things. I sue. Call your lawyer and find out what I'm saying is true. I can't wait. You won't do it, and I get to sue another piece of shit YouTuber. Yes, and your young smartass. You'll bow up from here till your money starts going out and the video doesn't lie. You accuse me of a crime. This is your fair warning. 25 hours from now, I'll be filing my restraining order. Let's dance, YouTuber. God, man, what soap opera?
We're gonna stop it there.
This guy, I love this guy.
Dramatic. Like, oh my God, Chillie.
I love this guy. I have to go check out his videos. He is hilarious. I love him.
He's just a regular YouTuber. He doesn't talk about audits or anything like that. It's just there's 2 videos that he put out, and like, here's the thing, guys. We're gonna segue into the Chillie DeCastro stream. We might have a part 2 tomorrow because this video is an hour and 40 minutes long. We're only gonna be here till about 9:30, so we might not even get through half of this. Tomorrow we'll probably just have a follow-up stream. We'll watch that video and the other video that Gunnar did. I got one other video that Dummy Kruger did, and the rest of the stream. So we're just gonna do that tomorrow. But here it is. This is what you guys wanted. Here we go. Let's have a look. State of Nevada versus Jose Chillie DeCastro. Enjoy.
Time for a good giggle.
Five. Okay.
Will, do you think he gets his suit from same place as Glenn Stereo?
Castro,
Maybe. Who knows?
can you turn off your phone, please? The one that's in your hand.
Just communicating with my lawyer. He's on his way here now. I'm just waiting for him to get there.
All right, I'm gonna wait for your attorney, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Jose Castro, 23 CR 013015.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agnes Botello, advocate for the record. Good morning, State.
Good morning, Michael. Me on behalf of the defendant is present with me this morning.
So I have signed 2 media requests that permit recording or photographing these proceedings, but I have not granted any other requests to record or live stream these proceedings. So I need Mr. DeCastro and everybody else who wants to stay in the courtroom to surrender their phones, or you can leave.
Are your phone covered or not? Take one.
I need Mr. DeCastro to empty all of his pockets.
What's that?
Yeah, empty your pockets
and give up your phones to the judge. I have to give you my phones?
Yeah.
My phones have to be.
Oh, I love this already.
I don't really want to be part of your YouTube channel. So
You already are.
Great.
You already are.
Awesome.
Wow.
I'm not gonna get into this guy though.
The arrogance.
Oh my God. He is mad now.
I already am. Well, you already. I don't want you to be a part. Wait, then who's filming right now?
Would that
That's
be
just
the
in
court,
the
maybe?
courtroom.
Yeah.
That's just the camera in the courtroom. I understand.
I'll give you something else.
No, they're gonna go to my marshal. Excuse me?
I said he's a pig.
Okay. So I'm not gonna permit you to speak to anybody in my courtroom in that manner. And if you don't want to apologize, I'm gonna hold you in contempt.
I apologize to the court, Your Honor.
No, you can apologize to, they've done nothing to you.
Actually, Your Honor, when you were here, you came over and gave me a directive for no reason and started telling me what to do.
Okay, well.
I have all the respect in the world for the court. I follow the rule of law all the time.
Oh,
No,
that's
it is their job to maintain the safety and security of the courtroom.
I agree with you, Your Honor.
So if you want to speak like that.
What this idiot doesn't realize, and guys, understand this. This is a bench trial. The last thing you do is piss off the judge. because the judge, if he's found guilty, determines how long he is incarcerated. The last thing you want to do is piss her off. And he's doing this all tough guy, macho. Oh, God, this guy's an idiot.
At my courtroom, I'm gonna hold you in contempt.
Real quick.
I hold you in contempt of going to
Yeah,
jail.
yeah.
That is not my wish.
No, just real quick. No, the one thing that we all want to see him do is piss that judge off. That's better entertainment for us, of course.
Well, that's what we want to see. I'm just saying, logically speaking, and John just said, love this judge. This is a no nonsense type judge.
Yeah, definitely, she is.
I will
She's
tell you
already
something.
said some things that
I've been to court dozens of times, and there are so many different types of judges. There are some judges that are funny, some judges that are lenient, but there are some judges do not piss them off, and they lay the law down. And I personally prefer those judges. This morning I was in court with a no-nonsense judge, and I've met him personally, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, but court is ran the way he wants it ran. And that's how this judge appears to be. So this is the type of judge that Chillie needed.
Okay? All right. So I need you to empty your pockets too. Suit pocket, pants pocket.
This is illegal. This is a violation of my Fourth Amendment.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. I don't have any recording devices on me. What are you talking about?
How about suit jacket?
I don't have anything on me. This is preposterous.
No, it's
This
not.
really is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Me, your phone too. Oh.
They're recording everything.
They have a media request.
Right, and I'm not recording anything. Your guy here took my phone, so he's on his phone's not on.
Right.
You can take the lawyer's phone too.
No, I'm not gonna take the lawyer's phone. He's an officer of the court. All right, do we have everybody's phones? Are they off?
So, Will, quick question on that one.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I probably know what the answer is on this one, but she didn't take the lawyer's phone because he's an officer of the court. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, the reason why she didn't take it is if he decided to start recording, that's his career. She can have him disbarred, right?
He would be defying the judge's order, he would be sanctioned and reported to the bar. Yes. Or probably a fine imposed.
But basically, it could affect his career.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Whereas Chillie is the type of person he doesn't care because he doesn't have anything to lose.
Exactly.
Well, Chillie's been asking for this for a long time. It's about time.
Totally.
Nevada versus Jose De Castro, 23 CR 013015, is state rate receipt.
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
How many witnesses do you have?
We anticipate one.
All right, is a defense rate receipt.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I have your request to convert counsel to standby counsel. I'm going to deny that request. Either you represent him or he should have previously requested a Ferretti canvas to represent himself.
So here's the thing, guys, and I mentioned this earlier. There are times where people will say they want to represent themselves but have standby counsel. Judges don't like that. What standby counsel means, and I'll explain it again for those that don't understand, standby counsel means that a person can represent themselves, but they'll have an attorney there in case they get stuck, pretty much. In a situation like that, many judges look at it as, look, either you represent yourself or your attorney represents you. Now, I know you'll see it in media a lot where people will represent themselves with standby counsel. That's just an intimidation tactic. That's their way of saying, I'm going to cross-examine witnesses to intimidate them, but I'll have my attorney to back me up. So the judge denied that immediately, saying, no, either you represent yourself or your lawyer will represent you. That simple.
That I just consider that a delay tactic, so that request is denied. Are you ready to proceed? Otherwise, I'm assuming you are.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, will the state please call the first witness?
Yes, Your Honor. The state calls Brandon Ford, and he's in the anteroom. Morning. You're going to remain standing. Raise your right hand. Please sworn to. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please be seated. State your
This
name
is
for the
one of the
record and
cops from
spell it
the
first and
time when he
last
got
name,
grabbed
please.
that last time.
It's Brandon Bork.
Yeah, man, that's what this is all about.
Okay, that's oh, I recognize that guy. Okay.
Bork. BOURQUE.
Thank you. Please go ahead. Thank you. Sir, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, how are you employed?
I'm a police officer with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
How long have you been employed with Metro?
It's over 8 years.
What is your, what's your occupation there? Like, where are you assigned?
I currently am a field training officer at Summerlin Area Command.
And so are you a patrol officer?
Yes, ma'am.
That also trains newer officers?
Yes.
Were you employed with Metro? I'm assuming you are, because you've been employed for 8 years, back on March 15th of 2023.
Yes, I was.
Were you a patrol officer at that time?
Yes, I was.
As a patrol officer, do you wear a uniform?
Yes, I do.
Can you describe the uniform?
It would be the same uniform I'm wearing today.
Okay, so for the record, you're wearing a tan uniform with the logos, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department located throughout your shirt.
Yes.
As a patrol officer, do you have access to or utilize a marked patrol vehicle?
Yes.
And can you describe what this marked patrol vehicle looks like?
It's black and white in color and it has the LVMPD's logo on all sides.
Okay. And is it also equipped with like lights and sirens?
Yes.
And so you were employed as a patrol officer back on March 15th of 2023?
Yes.
At some point in time, did you conduct a traffic stop while you were working in that capacity?
Yes, I did.
On that date?
Yes.
And was that for a vehicle bearing license plate 748Z, like zebra, T like Tom, B like boy?
Yes.
And why did you stop that vehicle?
I had conducted a DMV records check on that license plate and it came back expired and suspended.
And where is it that you stopped that vehicle?
It was 4155 South Grand Canyon, which was their target.
Okay. Is that over on Flamingo and Grand Canyon?
Yes.
Okay, and that's here in Las Vegas, Clark County, Nevada, sir?
Yes.
And you indicated it was for a license plate that was expired and suspended?
Yes.
So when you initiated the traffic stop, what did you do or how did you do that?
I approached the driver, let her know the reason for the stop, to obtain her identifying information, registration, insurance.
Okay, and I forgot to ask you earlier, but pursuant to your uniform and as a patrol officer, are you equipped with a body worn camera?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And do you also have a radio?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And are those items, both the body worn camera and the radio, on your uniform today?
Yes, they are.
Okay. And is that how the body worn camera and or the radio were on your uniform back on March 15th of 2023?
Yes.
And to your knowledge, was your body worn camera functioning at that time?
Yes, it was functioning.
Okay. And so you made contact with the driver of that Hyundai.
Yes, I did.
How would you characterize the nature of your encounter or the nature of your encounter with that driver?
She was cooperative with me. I explained the reason for the stop. She seemed confused, not sure exactly how it had become suspended, but she was friendly and cooperative.
Okay, and she identified herself.
She did. She had a picture of her license on her phone.
Okay. And at some point, sir, did you go back to your patrol vehicle to further your investigation?
I did.
And as you were, let me ask you this. When you effectuated the traffic stop on this vehicle, where did you park or stop your vehicle in relation to the Hyundai that you were stopping?
I parked approximately 10-15 feet behind the stop vehicle. We ended up in a parking lot.
Okay. And was the driver the sole occupant of the vehicle?
Yes.
And so when you returned to your patrol vehicle to conduct your further investigation, was the driver within eyesight?
Yes, she was.
Okay. And is it your habit and custom and also your training to keep the individual that you are, dealing with within eyesight.
Yes.
And so at some point, while you were still in your vehicle, in your patrol vehicle, did something occur that's causing you to have to testify before Judge Zimmerman today?
Yes, I had an unrelated person come over to start recording the traffic stop.
Okay. And we talked about your body worn camera previously, but did you activate your body worn camera prior to the traffic stop? Okay. And how is it that body worn camera is activated on your uniform, sir?
I have a battery pack that's on my belt in the front, and I press the activation button, which is in the front.
Okay. And so is it just a tap of that activation button?
It's a double tap on the front, yes.
Okay. And how is it that you would stop recording?
I would hold down that same power button.
Okay.
Or it can be turned off. There's a toggle switch on the top that slides on and off.
Okay. Okay. And so your body worn camera was running as of, the traffic stop being initiated?
Yes.
Okay. And so you described an unrelated individual coming over to, your stop.
Yes.
Okay. Can you describe this individual?
He was a white male adult. He was wearing a bright colored hoodie and blue jeans.
That individual, do you see him here in court today?
Yes, I do.
Can you please point to him and describe something he's wearing?
He's wearing a suit and a blue tie.
Your Honor, please let the record reflect identification of the defendant.
So ordered.
And so what do you do upon seeing this individual approach the driver of the vehicle you had stopped?
Initially, when I saw him, he was just recording. I ignored him, continued my records check. Then when he came over to the driver and started speaking with them, I got out of the car, approached the driver, and told DeCastro to back up.
Okay. When you first noticed, so you identified the unknown or unrelated male subsequently, correct?
Yes.
And what was his name?
Jose DeCastro?
Okay. And that's the individual you identified here in court?
Yes.
Okay. And so when you first laid eyes on the defendant, approximately how far away was he from the driver of the vehicle in the Hyundai?
Approximately somewhere within 5 to 10 feet.
Okay. And you indicated that he was recording?
Yes.
Okay. What did you see that led you to believe he was recording?
He had his cell phone camera pointed directly at me.
Okay. And so is that when, upon seeing him being that close to the driver, is that when you told him, you walked up to the driver of the stopped vehicle and asked Mr. DeCastro to back up?
Yes, once he started talking with the driver.
Okay. And why is it that you did that, officer?
Well, I can't have unrelated people next to my traffic stops. I don't know if he's a dangerous person, armed. He could be a boyfriend of the stopped person. It's for my safety and the safety of the person I've stopped.
Okay. Because you're also in charge of the safety of the individual that this unrelated individual is making contact with. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. And so you saw it as an officer safety issue as well as a safety issue for the driver?
Yes.
Okay. And so when you approached, well, you said he was recording, the defendant was recording. At any time, did you tell him to stop recording?
No, in fact, I told him he can continue recording.
Okay. He can continue to record given what?
As long as he backed up and gave me an appropriate distance to work.
Okay. And so when you asked the defendant to back up, did he follow your order?
No, he did not.
And so what did you do next?
I gave him 3 additional warnings to back up.
Okay. And did he obey those orders?
No, he did not.
And what, if anything, did you do with the driver of the stopped vehicle, the Hyundai?
At that point, I chose to release the driver of the Hyundai and then focus my attention on Jose DeCastro.
Okay. And for the record, officer, at that point in time, were you the only uniformed officer, or the only officer present at the scene?
Yes, ma'am.
And so at this point, you were dealing with the stop driver as well as an unrelated individual and having to make contact or maintain visual of both.
Yes.
And at that point, the defendant was not being cooperative.
Correct, yes.
Okay. So you release the driver of the Hyundai. What do you tell that person to let her go?
I just said that she was free to go, simply.
And subsequently, did you turn your attention on the defendant?
Yes.
And can you tell Judge Zimmerman the nature of your interaction with the defendant after that?
I ordered DeCastro to the front of my patrol vehicle while pointing at it and told him that he was detained.
And what was the purpose of detaining him?
For obstructing my initial traffic stop at the Hyundai.
And did he obey your lawful order?
No, he did not.
And what happened next?
He continued filming me. I continued pointing toward my patrol vehicle, continued telling him he was detained. All the while, he just continued shifting his body around, recording me on the phone, and refusing to go to the car.
Okay. So what did you do in response?
I used my hand to escort him to the patrol vehicle. So I placed my hand on his shoulder, and at that point, he swatted my hand away.
And what happened next?
That's when I grabbed him by the shirt, and I spun him around, and then we ended up at the front of my patrol vehicle, while still standing.
At some point, did you request additional units to respond to the scene?
I did. That was before I grabbed him,
Okay.
when I initially detained him.
Okay. And I'm sorry, once you had him at your patrol vehicle, or the front, the hood of your patrol vehicle, what happened next?
Officer Dingley, another officer in the area, had arrived, and he came over to help me handcuff.
And were you successful, or did the defendant cooperate in being handcuffed?
He did not cooperate. I told him 7 times to face my patrol vehicle. He did not listen. I told him 6 times to turn around. He did not listen. It wasn't until I told him that he was going to go to jail, that was the consequence of not listening, that he allowed us to handcuff.
Okay. And after he was handcuffed, well, when he was handcuffed, was it just you and Officer Dingle present?
Yes.
Once he was handcuffed, what, if anything, happened next?
He continued to argue with my partners, Officer Dingley and some other officers that were starting to show up. And then I focused my roles in completing the report and calling the sergeant because he requested a supervisor.
Okay. And at some point, was he arrested for account of obstructing a public officer?
Yes.
And also for resisting a public officer or resisting arrest?
Yes.
And was he, at any point in time during your interaction with him or your continued visual of his interaction with other officers, did he cooperate with any of the officers present at the scene?
No, he kept shifting around, and normally we have people stand still in front of our car, and I could hear him arguing with the other officers.
You indicated you had your body worn camera turned on at this time.
Yes.
So I'm just looking at the comments, guys. I think we brought in a little bit of we brought in a different crowd of people. I want to just analyze a couple of things I want to address real quick. Number one, I want to go back to the question, legitimate question. Hold on one second. There we go. So, and I addressed this, and Robert wasn't being confrontational, but the question was, is interference a physical act? That's what the frauditors claim. Let's analyze this just for a second. I'll hear from you panelists in just for a moment. But understand, physically interfering is when someone does something in a way that takes the officer's attention physically away from the traffic stop. If you watch exactly what Chillie does, Chillie doesn't stand there and film the police because that's not a crime. He stands right in the crime scene, right behind the officers, screaming obscenities, so therefore their attention cannot be on the traffic stop. It's on Chillie. That's why you say that interference is a physical act. It is, because physically, they cannot see or they cannot engage in a traffic stop. So that's one thing I want to address. The other thing was, can I even find that comment? So what exactly about this cop makes him a thug pig? Again, you guys need to watch the video. And some of you were here from the beginning and saw it. If not, go to the beginning of my stream. It's the first video I played. And you'll see. If not, just go on Dummy Kruger's channel, go on Frauder News Network video. It's there. And any cop, real quick, any cop could claim that. That's why body cameras exist. That's exactly why body cameras exist. You're going to now. There you go, Rob. Yep, absolutely. Now, what were you guys saying? Go ahead, guys.
Will, can I say something real quick?
Absolutely, please.
Look, the how can I say this nicely? The big comments and the back in the blue until it happens to you comments, again, just like the bootlickers, it's old. If you don't have anything good to say about this particular cop, because he has done nothing but be professional, and I've seen the video, like he should have done something with Chillie a long time ago, but he was very professional. If you don't like this particular cop, then obviously there is nothing that a good cop could ever do to make you people happy. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, can I be honest with you? If you watch the video, okay, let's address this. When you fight for our rights so the pigs can take them away, you can say something. What are you saying? Okay, Tarnished Viking, have you seen the video that we're referring to? Because if you watch the video and actually know the context of this, you will see that what Chillie did in no way, shape, or form was fighting for anyone's rights.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely not.
That's not what he's there for. He's there for clickbait, and that's it. And to make people believe that he's fighting for people's rights when he obviously could care less about people's rights.
Right.
That is
Vegas,
what he's known for.
Vegas, I see you. Vegas, I see you in the chat. Cut it out. If you don't have the balls to come on panel and chat with us about the video, but you can troll in the chat, no business for you being here. So cut it out, Vegas. Let's keep watching. Let's watch for a few minutes. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. We got the definition right here. Disturbance. Any action or activity that disrupts the normal flow of business or function of a place or group. And it disrupts the function of the police. When someone is standing next to them while they're conducting a traffic stop, filming, screaming, and hollering at them, how is that not disturbing them? How is that not obstructing them? How is that not physically deterring them from what they're trying to do? It's logic. By the way, is Jahan here? I haven't heard him talk in a while. Is he here? Is he still with us?
I don't know. Mike's muted.
He's been on mute for the last like 2 hours.
Well, what time is it over there? He might have dozed off.
He might have just crashed. Oh wow. He doesn't see Vegas. I'm on my phone. I see you, Vegas. Okay, Vegas. If you're just here to troll, man, like do you want to come up? Like, if you want to come up and talk about what we're talking about, dude, like I said, you can always come on. Honestly, like, it's been a while. I kind of miss you. Let's carry on.
Did you have an opportunity to look at your body-worn camera prior to court today?
Yes, I did.
I were to show you a snippet of it, and Your Honor, we're going to be screen sharing through Zoom. Takes a minute. Okay. Officer, are you able to see? There's not a screen over there, so I might have to bring mine over to you with the court's permission. Okay. Okay. Officer, I'm showing you my computer.
If you want to ask her questions, go
It
ask her
appears to say
privately
that
or on
it's
someone
being
else's
shared
stream.
on
You're not coming up here just to
what's
troll
shown
Vegas.
on my
I'm not finna do this.
Um,
And why is this idiot here? Boot this idiot, someone. Boot this guy. Jesus.
The other one labeled 468, number sign 1.mp4.
Yes.
Okay. I am just gonna, and for the record, Your Honor, all body worn camera footage have been disclosed to the defense well in advance of today's trial. I'm gonna just show you a brief snippet of the one labeled 468 underscore number sign 1.mp4. Do you recognize what's depicted here?
Yes, this is the initial Hyundai that I had stopped.
Okay.
The actress? She passed away like 15 years ago, I thought. Is that what you're talking about? I thought she died like 2010.
And so do you recognize this particular file as the body worn camera of your interaction first with the Hyundai and then the defendant on March 15th of 2023?
Yes.
Okay. And does this show the time that you activated your camera?
Yes.
Okay. Similar to what you testified to earlier?
Yes.
And you've had an opportunity to see this entire 12 and a half minute long video, is that right?
Yes.
Does it fairly and accurately depict the traffic stop and also your interaction with the defendant on the date and time that we've been discussing?
Yes.
At the location that we've been discussing?
Yes.
Your Honor, I move to admit and subsequently publish the file labeled 468 underscore number sign 1.mp4.
I am going to skip ahead. I'm going to go past the cross-examination of the prosecution questioning the officer because it looks like it's just about a lot of what we've already seen. So I want to fast forward to when Chillie's side begins to cross-examine the officer.
There can't be an obstruction of justice. And what that
There we go. So now we're gonna watch where Chillie's attorneys begin cross-examining the officer.
Good morning, officer. How are you doing?
Morning, sir. I'm well. How are you?
Very well. How many feet did you order the defendant to back up specifically?
I never had an opportunity to give him an exact distance.
How far back did you intend to have him back up, even if you didn't express that?
In the background of the video, you could see that there was a parked semi-truck and a light pole. I would have directed him somewhere in that area, which would have been outside the 21 feet.
Your testimony is you never told him an exact distance to back up, correct?
Yes, he never allowed me to.
What do you mean you never allowed you to?
I asked him to back up, and he continued arguing with me, so I can never specify the exact distance for him.
But you had time to give him 5 commands to back up, is that correct?
Yes.
Your testimony is he never backed up when you were giving him commands, is that correct?
If he backed up, it may have been inches, but he didn't substantially back up.
And you just reviewed the body-worn camera from your chest, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't notice him backing up every time you directed him to back up?
He did not back up.
So you backed up 0 feet, in your opinion? Based on that video?
Not 0 feet.
What was that?
He didn't back up 0 feet. He was moving his feet. As to exactly how far he went back, I don't know, but it wasn't substantial.
What would have been substantial in your opinion, or what do you mean by that?
I would have guided him if he wasn't arguing with me back toward the light pole and the parked semi-truck.
And
would have been outside of the 21 feet. That was my goal.
So in your opinion, you have the ability, or you would in any traffic stop, ask somebody to look back 21 feet, is that correct?
Yes, for our training.
And what was that training?
That while we're conducting lawful activity, we're allowed a reasonable distance to conduct our activity.
But where do you get that 21 feet number from specifically?
That's taught to us in the academy. It's based on reaction time, normal human reaction time.
I just want to mention this real quick, and I won't pause it anymore. Well, he absolutely did, because understand, he was expecting to represent himself with standby counsel, meaning Chillie was going to be the one questioning the witness. So he absolutely gave his attorney the questions he wanted to ask. That's how it works. If you're denied that option, you can still give your attorney the questions you want asked. So absolutely.
So your position is anytime you're engaged in any law enforcement activity, you would create a 21 feet perimeter?
Not necessarily. It depends on other environmental factors such as obstacles and barriers.
So your testimony is that every time you conduct a traffic stop, as long as there's no barriers, you would order a pedestrian to back up 21 feet. Is that correct?
I would, yes.
What training do you have in regards to the First Amendment?
It's standard academy training.
Can you explain what that entails?
Usually includes a classroom setting, PowerPoint taught by police officer, academy officer.
Do you remember receiving that training specifically?
Yes.
How long ago was that?
When I was first employed about 8 years ago.
Do you have any follow-up training?
Specifically on First Amendment, we've had some follow-up training regarding First Amendment auditors.
Okay, can you explain what that follow-up training was?
The follow-up training was just a refresher on the First Amendment and how the department wants to handle or react to First Amendment auditors.
In that training, did they explain any case law governing how many feet somebody has to move back or anything like that?
Objection, Your Honor, at this point of relevance, I think it's beyond the scope of, the charges that you are to determine guilt on at this time.
Can you tell me what's the relevance?
Yes, Your Honor. He detained the defendant after issuing commands back up a particular distance. He's testified he's received training.
If you guys don't mind, we can watch this to a greater extent at another time. I just really want to get to I want to get to Chillie's testimony because I really want to. I don't want this stream to be much longer than 3 hours. So what I want to do actually is just fast forward to Chillie's being cross-examined and taking the stand just to listen to his nonsense. So we're gonna watch the last 22 minutes of the stream and watch him get put in handcuffs.
State rest?
Now let's get ready for the popcorn.
Get ready for the popcorn. Hey, Robert, listen. If you want, go to my YouTube, the bio of my YouTube channel, and send me an email. If you send me an email, I will email you the links to all these videos that we're referring to so that you're not confused. I'm happy to do that once the stream is over. No problem. Get out the popcorn, boys and girls. I started the stream by saying this. Pull out your I started the stream off by saying this, guy, pour yourself a glass of wine, crack open a bottle of whiskey, take the cold beer out of the fridge. Now is the time to enjoy it. I've been sipping a little bit, but I'm going to enjoy the rest of the spiked iced tea I have here. They're going to enjoy.
Well. Spiked, come on now. Spiked tea?
Yeah, you don't
It's
spike tea.
it's an MXD. It's not the light stuff. It's an MXD.
Okay. I was about to have to send you some bourbon, hun.
I mean, look, I gotta work tomorrow. I mean, bourbon. It's like if I was off tomorrow, if it was a Friday night, sure, but I gotta get up early tomorrow. So something that'll be nice for the next hour or so, but I'll be able to actually sleep. All right, let's enjoy.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Please be seated.
Mr. Castro, before you testify, I'm obligated to inform you that you have the right to testify in this proceeding, but you also have the right to remain silent. And should you choose to remain silent, I may not hold that against you in making my decision. Do you understand that?
I do.
Do you still wish to testify?
Yes, I do.
All right, please go ahead.
You have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
Can you give some insight into what that channel was about?
Objection, relevance.
What's the relevance?
Your Honor, the relevance is that we're presenting a First Amendment defense.
I mean, I think that's a relevant question. I think it's absolutely relevant to ask what the purpose of his YouTube channel is. I think that's a relevant question. I do. Oh, you guys know he's not going to plead the fifth. You guys know Chillie can't keep his mouth shut.
And the defendant is a member of the press. There's different standards for First Amendment rulings where there's public policy at issue. He can give insight into that.
I'm going to allow it for a bit and see where it goes.
Yes, I do have I do have a YouTube channel, and the reason I have a YouTube channel is because of how many cops kill people every year, how many cops hurt, maim, torture, rape, and kill people every single year. It's such an epidemic that the rest of the world, I get thousands of emails saying, only in America does this happen. I started filming cops because when I was cheated in 2002.
Objection at this point, relevance,
Well, this is the reason I'm a member of the press.
this narrative.
So can you ask him a question?
Yes, Your Honor. What type of films do you make for your YouTube channel?
I only film police in their official capacity. I'm known across the country and across the world.
And why do you engage in that type of filming?
So I'm going to ask you, Mr. Need to direct your questions about the incident in question.
The reason I was filming this report that day.
Objection, Your Honor. Oh, sorry.
So
There wasn't a question posed, so
Oh,
I'm not here what it is.
Mr. DeCastro, on dating question, why did you approach that vehicle?
I was filming that cop because that's what I do for a living. I am a member of the press, and I invoked my right to be press. I always invoke my right to be press within the first 10 seconds of engaging with police, and I have thousands of videos that prove this.
So this is how you make money.
This is not how specifically I make money. I make money from selling legal documents to people.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you recall the officer telling you to back up?
Yes, I do.
And what did you do after he told you to back up?
I took a couple steps back. I just showed him that I was willing to back up a little bit. However, if I may, in Arizona, they created a 10-foot law.
Objection, relevance, we're not in Arizona, it's the state of Nevada.
So I'm going to allow it because I think that goes to why he kept saying 10 feet in the video, even though I will take.
I mean, I disagree with that because, again, it's not Arizona. It's not Arizona.
Judicial notice that you're not in the state of Arizona, you're in the state of Nevada.
Well, a federal judge struck it down, Your Honor, and
Stop. Can you ask him a question?
Yes, Your Honor. Approximately how many feet did you back up?
I backed up a foot or two. I was at least 10 feet away from that car that the driver was pulled over in.
And when you spoke to the driver, what did you say?
Just after she was okay. The reason I film police is because they abuse people so often.
Do you recall the officer telling you not to speak with the driver?
Yes.
And did you make any statements to the driver after that command was given?
Absolutely not.
Did the officer ever give you a specific distance to back up to?
No, he didn't.
If he did, would you have complied with that?
Sure.
Did you believe you were complying with the officer's commands?
100%. I also informed him I'm a member of the press and a constitutional law scholar, that this is what I do.
Do you recall the officer explaining to you why he decided to arrest you?
There's several parts to the reason why he said he was going to arrest me. He said he was going to arrest me because I wouldn't turn my head a certain direction. If I didn't turn and face the car with my head, that he would place me under arrest instead of just giving me a ticket.
Do you recall him explaining why he decided to detain you before he arrested you?
He decided to obtain me because he said I was obstructing, which from my understanding is a physical act where I would have to get in the way. He said that the driver deserved privacy. I believe my First Amendment rights are not up for feelings.
Did he explain to you that the basis of your detention was related primarily to the issue of privacy or the issue of you backing up?
Well, I think from the officer's testimony, we can see that he's scared of the driver, scared of me, scared of everything. They teach them to be afraid of everything. So I had 2 cameras out. It's identified as a member of the press. I'm sorry, repeat the question. I want to get it specific for the record.
Sure. The question was, did the officer explain to you that the basis of your detention was because of you not backing up or because of the privacy issue of the driver?
It was both. He said that, he told me to back up. I backed up a little bit. Then he said, she deserves privacy. And then I told him to go get in your car, little doggy, and write your ticket. And at that point, his face turned beet red and his veins in his neck stuck out because we were over 20 feet away. And you had to holler to hear each other because the wind was probably 30 miles an hour.
Did you at any point attempt to hit any of the officers involved?
No, absolutely not.
Did you intentionally swat any of the officers?
Absolutely not. He was giving me unlawful commands. I should not have been detained after identified as a member of the press. If he ever reached a hand out towards me, I wrestle and teach MMA and I have for 30 years. So it's just a natural reaction as I'm retreating from somebody. If I may have put my hand up, as he said, as he testified himself, I certainly am a law-abiding citizen. I don't break the law. So I would not have tried to assault an officer under any circumstances.
Is it possible that during the interaction, there was inadvertent contact between you and the officer?
Sure, he decided to go hands-on with me when he was giving me unlawful commands. And there was absolutely no reason for it. I was willing to comply with anything he asked within reason, because I don't want to have a fist fight with another man on the street.
Do you recall the officer ordering you to go to his patrol vehicle?
I do.
And what did you do in response to that?
Initially, I told him no, but then when he began to get physical with me and start to grab me and touch me, I said, okay, I'll go over to your car. His car was 35 feet away. I then led him to his car. It's on video, you can see it. I walked right up to his car, and then he insisted still on grabbing me. After he saw me pull out an additional phone, which that's what press people do. We have lots of cameras on us.
And did you inform the officer that you were a member of the press?
Oh, several times. It's in the transcripts. I've transcribed them myself. Several times I told him I'm a member of the press.
And did you explain to the officer that you have a background in constitutional law?
Yes, I told him I'm a constitutional law scholar, which was a moniker given to me by other people who are also, they have their own channels, their own press. And that's what some other lawyers on another channel called me 3 years ago. And I since adapted the moniker.
And just to get some, I guess, further background, were you looking for police to report on this particular day?
No, the cops hide on the side of the road to pull people over. It's pretty regular in our country. I was just in the parking lot there. I saw that Mr. Bork had somebody pulled over, concerned for her safety. I began to film.
And why do you think that law enforcement traffic stops are relevant to the public?
That's where most people get killed.
Objection relevance. Who's stating that question? Who's just right?
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
I have no questions for this witness. Thank you.
Sir, you may step down. This is defense trust.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the argument by the state.
Your Honor, the state asks you to find the defendant guilty of both the obstructing a public officer as well as resisting a public officer charged against him. The video very adequately portrays, and I don't think it's disputed by the defendant, what the context was of the interaction with the officer. I would venture to say that had the defendant just complied with the original order to not engage with the driver and to back up, we wouldn't be here. He wouldn't have found himself further engaging with Officer Bork. This is not a First Amendment issue. As you heard over and over and over again.
That's interesting. I thought he was going to get questioned by the prosecution. Well, here's the thing. She's arguing that the prosecution can decline to cross-examine a witness if they think that it's irrelevant or their questioning doesn't matter. And here's the thing. because this is a bench trial, it's probably why they're not cross-examining Chillie, even though it would have dug his hole even more, knowing his ego. But I think the argument that this attorney is about to make here is going to inform the judge, hey, look, this is not a constitutional issue. This is just simply defying a lawful order, making the charges appropriate.
Hey, I totally get that and I agree with that, but I mean, come on. Cross-examination is the best part of any trial. That is like what I was hoping she would do is just,
Oh my God. Listen, the world was robbed because we did not get to see Darrell Brooks cross-examine.
oh my God, that's true.
We were robbed.
Imagine if Darrell Brooks was cross-examined by attorney Sue Hopper.
Grounds.
My God, that would have been pure entertainment.
And see, and this is equivalent to that. I mean, this would be pure entertainment for us.
Oh no, people are angry. I'm sorry, guys. Come on, don't be.
All right, sorry, guys.
We've been playing this all. We've been playing this all the way through. But okay, we'll finish the video, guys. Jesus.
Yeah, on video.
Look, I'm not trying to be rude, guys, but like on this channel, we pause and we commented about what we're watching. You know, we do that all the time here. I'm sorry if you guys aren't used to that, but for tonight, since we have a special guest, a special audience, we'll keep watching. No problem.
Officer Bork did not have a problem with the defendant recording. It's not a First Amendment issue. It's an officer safety issue. Here you have an officer who conducted a lawful traffic stop. You saw the nature of the stop. There was no animosity between the officer and the driver. It was rather peaceful. They were engaged, banter back and forth. He would have, as he testified, he was trying to determine whether he was going to cite her or let her go with a warning. And then you have an individual, the defendant, introduce himself to a situation. Traffic stops, Your Honor, are inherently dangerous, particularly in crowded parking lots. I guess anywhere, you know, I would venture to say. This officer was reasonable in thinking that anyone who would approach in the manner that the defendant approached his scene would have a reason to fear for his safety, or at least be suspicious of this individual's motives coming in. The officer had no problem with the recording. The officer had no problem with the defendant observing. It was when he inserted himself into this lawful detention that was occurring with the Hyundai driver that the officer turned his attention onto the defendant. This is not a First Amendment issue. This is an individual who took what he perceived to be his rights too far.
I gotta pause for a second. This guy said, "Sue those pigs." Why would we sue your mom?
Oh, Skinny Puppies, that was awesome.
Real quick, I don't mind. Look, I'm happy to have the viewers here, guys. But look, guys, there's no reason for us to just be able to just, you know, pause and chat about what we're watching. If you guys want to watch it unbiased, you know, completely, you know, uncut, yeah, go watch the original video. But here, we're here to have fun, guys. So that's why we pause.
The officer was as well as acting reasonably when he asked him to back up. That 21-foot rule, it's appropriate. He said that was the training that they received in terms of the distance that's allowed for someone who needs to do them harm. It's a threat assessment. We don't know when the defendant approached whether he had a gun concealed, whether he had a knife concealed, whether he had other weapons. And you'll hear multiple times in the video, Officer Bork yelling, "Stop reaching, stop reaching." This is an unknown, you know, when defense counsel asked Officer Bork all of these questions about how it is that you do this, and Officer Bork kept responding, it depends on the situation, it depends on the totality of the circumstances. Here was an officer acting alone, individually, engaged one-to-one with a driver. He had no problem with it. You insert another individual who enters the scene in the manner that the defendant did. And now this officer's attention is going to be divided. He had every reason to fear.
Hey, Robert, you are more than welcome here, and your questions are more than valid. Absolutely. So you are perfectly fine. I'm happy to have people with a difference of opinion here. The only thing is, here's the thing. Yes, it is becoming out of control in certain aspects, but this situation is not applicable, is what we're trying to tell you. And if you watch the video that this court proceeding is in reference to, you'll understand why we are saying that. All I'm asking, watch the video first of the situation, and then come back and say that there's a tyranny or there's a conspiracy here. That's all I'm asking. I think that's a fair request.
Safety as well as that of the driver. Again, if he had just complied with the officer's commands or demands to back up, and a lot was made about, hey, he didn't have an opportunity to tell the defendant exactly how far back. As the officer testified, even just with the, hey, back up, the defendant didn't back up, not willingly. That's why the officer had to continue to engage with him and force him into the situation. Had he complied, he would not have been charged with obstruction. Had he complied initially, he would not have been charged with the resisting. The officer was, you are going to have to assess credibility. There's nothing in the video or Officer Ward's testimony that would cause the court to question his veracity or his intention for that matter. He was very honest in that he didn't believe the defendant wasn't trying to harm him necessarily with the SWAT. That's why the defendant was charged with the battery on a protected person or police officer. But that SWAT, Your Honor, I would argue, was meant to resist. At that point in time, the officer was trying to detain him and subsequently arrest him on the obstruction as depicted in the video. And so at this point, I think we proved by beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant did hinder Officer Ward's investigation and detention of the Hyundai driver, and that he resisted the officer's arrest and or attempt to arrest him. And so we would ask that you find the defendant guilty or not.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. So first of all, you cannot obstruct an unlawful order. I disagree with the state that this is not a First Amendment issue. The First Amendment in this context actually has two parts. There's the filming and the right to film within a reasonable distance. The case law in all the federal circuits, Your Honor, there's no 21 feet rule that's been approved by any court of which I'm aware. That there is a 10-foot rule. That seems to be the rule that is applied by most of the federal circuits in interpreting the First Amendment. I submitted a bench brief that kind of goes through that issue. If the courts had a chance to review that.
I don't have that. When did you submit it?
It was submitted yesterday, Your Honor.
I mean, at this point, I would move to strike because it's untimely. But I got it this morning when I walked into court.
Go ahead.
So the officer's testimony that there's essentially this 21-foot distance where anybody can charge an officer and cause physical harm to an officer. If that is a
And that's a good point. Turner v. Driver, reasonable time, reasonable manner, and place restrictions. That's what it is.
Personally, Your Honor, it totally diminishes and violates the First Amendment. That is, as the officer testified, a 21-foot radius that he can attempt to impose. I believe his testimony was anytime there's not an obstacle between a person and somebody that law enforcement is interacting with. And that's just not what the law requires, Your Honor. The First Amendment gives their media, new media, old media, it gives individuals the right to film government agents. There's no dispute that that's the requirement. And if the officer is applying this 21-foot circumference to all law enforcement interactions, he's effectively eliminated the ability to film law enforcement going about their duties. The commands to not.
It is aggravating, but you have to understand what the charges are. Obstructing and resisting. If you watch that video, Robert, that's exactly what he does. Remember, don't confuse the issue, guys. Don't confuse the issue. The issue is not filming the police. It's the manner in which people film the police and how they react when the when the officers give them a lawful order. That's the issue here.
Talk to the driver are also not based on any actual legal justification. There's no right to privacy in public, whether you're engaged with law enforcement or not. There's no requirement or no statute, no law that citizens can't interact with drivers that are interacting with law enforcement. So what's taken place here, Your Honor, is that this officer has taken it upon himself to essentially act as the legislature and created these rules that have no basis in any law, and in fact are contrary to the First Amendment. Again, you can't obstruct an unlawful demand, so there is no obstruction of justice here. Resisting arrest, Your Honor, the court can see the video. Essentially what happened is he walked over to the front of the vehicle. There was some dispute about why he was being detained. That was discussed. The case law in that area, Your Honor, is that if it's an unlawful arrest, which it was in this case because they're essentially arresting him for violating these unlawful orders that they're pronouncing. Again, the case law is you can passively resist an unlawful arrest, and that's all that occurred here. Thank you.
All right, Mr. DeCastro, please stand. The problem with the argument that your attorney makes is it completely fails to consider the safety of the officer and the safety of the driver. The officer doesn't know who you are, and the driver doesn't know who you are. And you don't have any right to interfere with that officer doing his investigation and deciding if he wants to issue a ticket to this driver. And you also don't have any business approaching the driver. The driver didn't ask you for help. The driver didn't say, help, help. You know, you didn't see an altercation happening between the officer and this driver. The officer didn't protest that you were filming. There's no problem with filming. You can film, it's fine. All right? But you did interfere with his investigation. You did interfere with his ability to do his job. You did put him in a position where he is concerned for his safety and the safety of the driver. So I believe the state's met their burden beyond reasonable doubt. I'm going to find you guilty of obstructing a public officer and resisting a public officer. So I'd like to hear from the state and then your attorney prior to sentencing.
Your Honor, in terms of sentencing, I would ask that defendant enter and complete an impulse control class. I would ask that the court lobby a $500 fine or the equivalent in community service. I would ask that the defendant be ordered to stay out of trouble for the pendency of the case.
How in the world is the judge being ignorant? How is the judge is being more than professional and more than fair?
For a 90-day suspended sentence. And that's on as to each count to one concurrent. That's our request.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I'm asking the court to sentence the defendant to credit for time served for these offenses. Even if the court concludes, and the court did conclude that he didn't have the right to do what he did, I think the court can see that he sincerely believed that he had the right to do so. That's based on his past experiences and the training he's received in reference to the First Amendment. I don't think there was any intent from the defendant to engage in any wrongdoing in this case, Your Honor. And that being the case, especially because of the public policy interests at issue.
So when you say he doesn't wish to engage in any wrongdoing, it seems to me from observing him in the video that he wants this. He wants to get arrested. He wants to get into an altercation with police officers. He welcomes this. This helps his YouTube channel. He called the officers here in my courtroom today pigs. He called and he's nodding his head up and down. So apparently he hates every law enforcement officer in the United States. All right, please stand up, sir. Are you finished with your request for credit for time served?
I would just emphasize, Your Honor, that the defendant testified and he sincerely believes that he is providing a public service.
No. Listen, understand something that just happened, guys. The judge exact words, where it seems as though, Chillie, you just hate all police in general. And what did Chillie do? gave the judge a thumbs up because he made it clear. But then his lawyer is like, well, Your Honor, actually, he's trying to provide a public service. And like, no. Chillie makes it very clear that the judge's assessment was correct. Let's go back and watch the judge's brief assessment.
That you were filming, there's no problem with filming. You can film, it's fine. All right? But you did interfere with his investigation. You did interfere with his ability to do his job. You did put him in a position where he is concerned for his safety and the safety of the driver. So I believe the state's met their burden beyond reasonable doubt. I'm going to find you guilty of obstructing a public officer and resisting a public officer. So I'd like to hear from the state and then your attorney prior to sentencing.
Your Honor, in terms of sentencing.
You know what? I agree. Say what you want about Chillie. He believes his crap.
Yeah,
I agree. No, you know what? What was his name? Joshua Owens. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Josh. Absolutely.
Defendant entering.
Let me just.
Asking the court to sentence the defendant to credit for time served for these offenses. Even if the court concludes, and the court did conclude that he didn't have the right to do what he did, I think the court can see that he sincerely believed that he had the right to do so. That's based on his past experiences and the training he's received in reference to the First Amendment. I don't think there's any intent from the defendant to engage in any wrongdoing in this case, Your Honor. And that being the case, especially because of the public policy interests at issue.
So when you say he doesn't wish to engage in any wrongdoing, it seems to me from observing him in the video that he wants.
Listen, guys.
He wants to get arrested. He wants to get into an altercation with police officers. He welcomes this. This helps his YouTube channel. He called the officers here in my courtroom today pigs. He called the guns up and down. So apparently he hates every law enforcement officer in the United States.
Look at this idiot. So he it's a bench trial. He's trying to piss this job. Oh my God.
It worked.
That thumbs up is him saying, Judge, you're right. Lock me up.
Literally
All right. Please stand up, sir. Are you finished with?
You know my
I
problem
think it's
is
also, sir, this shows that the Chillie actually is certifiable.
right. You know the problem is, guys. I work, and yeah. You just said it. Total lack of self-awareness. I go to court every other week. My job as the paralegal is to babysit the clients, and if my attorney gets flustered or is missing a paper, give it to him. Right. Let me tell you guys something. We train our clients, if they ever have to speak in court, don't do anything stupid to make your situation worse, especially in a bench trial. Don't piss off the judge.
Well, this is Chillie we're talking about.
I understand that, but you don't understand how it drives me nuts. If we had a client like his and me as the babysitter, I'd smack him in the back of the head. Open court. Give the judge a thumbs up right in the back of the head.
Shut up, whop.
Listen, you guys can tell I had siblings. I'm the youngest of 5. Like, we fought every day. Like, if someone does something stupid, I'm slapping him in the back of the head in open court. Thumbs up.
Hey, Will, show everybody my picture I did just in honor of this event.
I'm a constitutional law scholar. I'm going to jail.
Something that really annoys me about this whole thing. What's one of the things he kept on saying to the officer and in court about what he is? Not the constitutional law scholar, but the other thing.
I don't know. Guys, we have a lot of people here that are waiting. Real quick, guys, we have a lot of people here that are waiting for the specific thing. It's only 2 minutes. Let's just watch to the end of the stream and then we can chat. There's people here waiting to see the satisfying moment of him in cuffs. So let's get to that and then we can give our assessment before we wrap the stream up.
request for credit for time served?
I just emphasize, Your Honor, that the defendant testified and he sincerely believes that he is providing a public service when he reviews and films these incidents. I understand the court may have a different view of that, but when we're talking about First Amendment public policy issues such as supervising people involved in government, I think that is something the court can take into consideration, not to have a show like that. Let's go ahead, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. DeCastro, please stand. I hereby sentence you to 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 1, 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 2, to run consecutive for a total of 180 days in custody.
Wow.
Oh no, I'm going to start right now.
Hold on. Did you hear that right now? Hold on. Let's go back. Listen carefully to after she says 180 days, what Chillie says.
Sentence suspended or?
Oh no, I'm going to start right now.
He said sentence suspended. Oh no, you can start right now.
Bye-bye.
No. There's 2 counts. There's 2 charges, and both were 90 days.
Yeah, but most of the time, come on, Will,
not just 90.
Most of the time they run those concurrently, not consecutively. She really got pissed.
Well,
I mean, because a lot of people may not know what the difference is between the two. So I might want to elaborate on the consecutive current.
Well, most charges, especially if they're. Oh, I'm sorry. Will, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I just want to say I did explain it. I explained it earlier when the stream first started. We went through his charges and I explained the difference between consecutive and concurrent. Dave, if you want to explain it, that's fine too.
Well, most of the time with the same case, if it's the same charges or similar charges for the same action or the same event pattern, the same fact pattern, they'll almost always do whatever sentences. Say you got 5 counts of trespassing, they'll almost always sentence them to the same thing 5 times, but they'll give it concurrently, which means they serve all 5 at the same time. She stacked them. She put them consecutively, which is kind of unusual. I don't know much about Nevada law, so that may be normal out there, but it's unusual to have misdemeanors. Well, it's unusual to have misdemeanors sentenced consecutively like that.
Well, it goes back to the fact that he was defiant when he first came in, and he pissed the judge off. Honestly, I think
thumbs up to the judge has to be the stupidest single thing I have ever seen.
Exactly.
You know, his attorney is sitting here going, "You've got to be kidding me, Chillie. You've made the worst job for me ever."
Well, he's probably thinking, "Man, am I going to bill him? I'm earning every penny of it."
Like that last GoFundMe that Chillie got, he earned $3,000 for Wanda Mize. Wanda's not getting that money. Chillie's got to pay his own lawyer.
Chillie never accounts for any of his fundraising. I mean, come on, he keeps all of it. Come on, or most of it. I mean, he has to. He probably gives whoever he's raising money for just enough to make him happy, and then the rest, who knows where it goes.
Right. Let's just watch the rest of the video. We got like another minute and a half left. Let's watch it through, guys, and then we'll take it. Send it.
Oh, can I say one other thing?
Yeah.
Let us all stand and applaud Judge Zimmerman.
Absolutely, because she was great. She was the perfect type of judge for this type of client. Let's wrap the video up.
Hey, Will, by the way, this thing is all over the internet. Have you seen? Check out Frauder Trolls got something up.
Listen.
Sammy Kruger, everybody's.
I'm streaming it, and it's like I'm not even gonna. I was thinking about making a video of this, but it's like that's why I'm like, let's just stream it. And where the thumbnail of the stream is gonna be Chillie with his hands behind his back in cuffs. So trust me, everybody's covering it.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Can you superimpose those cuffs to be like pink cuffs or something?
I'll fumble around with it, see what I can do.
Hey, can you run it back from where he says, is it going to be suspended again? I missed that the first time.
Sure, I'll play because it was really soft. The audio really wasn't good in this camp courtroom. But I'm going to play it back. But then, guys, I just want to finish the video. So let's just wrap the video up.
Supervising people involved in the government, I think that is something the court can take into consideration, not to have a show impact on that. Let's go ahead, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. DeCastro, please stand. I hereby sentence you to 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 1, 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 2 to run consecutive for a total of 180 days in custody. Thank you.
Sentence suspended or?
Oh, no, I'm going to start right now.
Well, at least didn't freak out or attack the judge or anything.
This is travesty of justice. Unbelievable. I don't like police.
Hey.
Man, he is putting on some weight.
That's my stream. I'll do my stream as I like. You don't like it, go watch someone else's stream. Seriously. Every YouTuber pauses and commentates on a video. That's the point of this. Like, people getting mad because I'm pausing and letting people talk. Like,
it's fair use.
Is it just me, or does it look like Chillie's gone from auditing people to eating them?
You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what, idiot? You know what? Where is he? Where is he? Just for that, we're gonna not watch any more of this video, and we're gonna talk the next hour, and you're gonna sit here and like it, right? We're gonna sit here and like it. So you know what, guys?
I got something I got to say.
Piss this guy off. Let's just keep.
I got
talking.
something I want to say.
Please, absolutely.
Yes.
This guy.
He keeps on referring to himself that he's press, while defying the judge, while defying the police officer. Since when being press excuses you from breaking the law? If that's the case, I'm going to take my camera phone, go to the bank, rob it, and keep on telling the cops I'm press.
Yeah, you know what? Hold on, real quick. Yeah, someone just said it. Absolutely. Here. Idiot. The link is there. Come on, stream. Come on, panel. Come on. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. I love these. I love when the trolls just randomly show up and start yelling at me, telling me what to do on my streams. Like, go ahead, Joe.
And then he keeps on saying he's a constitutional law scholar, but he doesn't have any special letters after his name like PhD, MS, BS, maybe DA for dumbass.
Okay, I love you, Will, but I really would love to see the rest of him getting handcuffed.
Yeah, so would I. I gotta see this. I want to see this.
Listen. That guy
It's
came in here
so
trying to tell me what to
satisfying.
do. That guy tried to tell me what to do. Like, I'm not a grown man doing what I want, telling me to shut up and watch the video. Loser.
You tell him,
All right, guys,
Will.
don't leave. People are leaving. Don't leave, guys. I'm just trolling the guy. We're gonna watch the rest of the video.
And like I said a second ago, it still looks like Chillie has gone from auditing people to eating them. Look at that weight he's gained.
This is travesty of justice. Unbelievable. I don't like police.
And there he is running his mouth. Look at that. That man does not know how to shut up.
You think he's going to gain a lot of weight while he's in prison? Jail, excuse me. He's going to be in jail. He's not going to be in prison.
Yeah. Can I get my keys off? My keys are in that. They're in inside. Can you enjoy? No, in the briefcase. Yeah. I'll get your stuff. Get a hold of my assistant, James.
Bye bye. Bye, Bones.
So I'd see something it's going to happen while he's incarcerated, while he's locked up. They're going to put him on some special work program where he's going to go out and do things where the public can see him. How much you want to bet we will see someone like Fraud Patrol, not actual Fraud Patrol or Fraud, a debunking channel, going out and filming him working in those type of environments?
Absolutely. So pretty soon, guys, Chillie is going to look like this. Pretty soon, Chillie will be escorted into court like this.
You're having way too much fun with that picture.
Look. like, look, absolutely. I look at the comments. Orange is a good color on him. Absolutely. He got for the charges. Listen, these are two relatively low level misdemeanors. Honestly, like,
yeah, I gotta agree. This was pretty heavy for what he was actually convicted of.
In fact, it sounded like that the prosecutor, I didn't hear all of her recommendations. She didn't request that much time served, right?
well.
No, the judge
Hold on,
exceeded.
guys.
I think
Look
he
who's
exceeded.
here. Ladies and gentlemen, setting the audit straight, exposing corruption is here. Now, if you guys don't know, hold on, guys. For those of you that don't, no, guys. It's listen.
Seriously? Seriously.
No, listen. It's a joke. He's good. We're good. The reason was because the last time he came on, he asked, "Hi, Will, are you stupid?" He's now asking, "Are you smart?" He's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh man, good to see people. Wait a minute. You have a sick people talking about a person's. What are you talking about? I was talking about anyone's mother.
Yes, we respect it. We respect a difference of opinion. What we don't respect are people committing crime after crime after crime in the name of the Constitution.
Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in like a month. Like no one's you're. I don't. What you're saying? Stop blocking me once. You know what? I'm not even gonna let these people. Like everyone's coming in at the end of the stream. Like literally, I'm about to end the stream, and like all these people, these trolls are coming in just trying to just be annoying.
Troll time.
Hey, can we? Oh, I'm gonna just I'm gonna do I'm me special favor right now. There you go. I just did her a favor, a special favor.
What did you do?
Oh, I removed her.
What happened?
No. Don't remove people. Don't remove people.
All right.
What happened to Tapado's Cop Watch? Did he decide not to come in here and debate us?
I mean, I dropped the link, but he wants to troll in the chat, but he doesn't want to come on stream and talk to us. But you have a life outside of YouTube? Congratulations. So do we. And just for you coming here, I'm me, boss. Literally, not even pretending like you care about what we're talking about. This, my dear friend, is for you.
Hey, all right. Hey, I mean, YouTube is also capitalized.
Congratulations, my dear. You are this stream's turd down the toilet. It's funny to me, god dang it. You don't like it, go somewhere else. Like you've been like you're pissed off at everything that I'm doing, but like you're still here a half hour later. So I don't know. Okay, so like look, we've been here for a little over 3 hours. I thought we were even gonna make it to 2 hours. We're here for 3 hours. Let's watch one more Chillie DeCastro video, guys. One more video. And you know what it's gonna be? We started watching it. It's that Gunner TV video.
Oh yeah, that was a good
one. We only got
nailed
it. I'm just gonna start it from the beginning. It's only a 12-minute video. I'm just gonna start from the beginning. We'll watch that video straight through, and then we'll end the stream. But it's like it just goes to show the dramatics of Chillie DeCastro. So let's pull up that video, and let's actually skip ahead. Let's actually let's go past the sponsoring, and let's have a look at Chillie and wrap the stream up. Again, to everyone that's here, thank you guys for being here. Yeah.
one thing I just noticed, I went over to Tapados Cop Watch's website, and on his community page, he has this big announcement that says, "Thanks to my 1A community family, love you all. Always film the police." And then there's a sign that says, "Hey, here's how your channel did last month. 34 new subscribers." I'm impressed.
I mean, dang, I'm like, I should go rush over there right now and subscribe. Let's go.
Absolutely. So let's have a look at the video, and then we're gonna wrap the stream
34
up.
whole new subscribers. That's 34 whole people.
Wow.
And commented on it. I'm watching. What At Gunner TV doesn't know is that I sue people who defame me. I'm watching this video right now. If you defamed me, I'll give you 24 hours to retract. After that, I sue you. Ask the other trolls who have no purpose, no mission, no direction. You just make videos because people will tune in. I'm watching. Hope you said something stupid. I'm watching now. So he admits that he hasn't even started really watching the video yet, and he's already thrown out the potential of a lawsuit against me. Your name is delete laws, right? Like, get rid of them, and yet it's your MO to immediately threaten me with the law. You just make videos because people will tune in, like you and everyone else does too. Should I not want people to tune in? And post. Oh God, finally done. I spent a week scripting this and 3 days editing. Jeez, I hope nobody watches this. And then he comments 2 minutes later, "Ew, nuisance is a legal term." And then by defaming me, by listing me and performing criminal acts, you dive directly into the money. And here's a word from the sponsor. Call your lawyer, dunce cap. Calling me a nuisance is the legal term. I'll give you 24 hours to retract your statement, and if not, I will sue you. Yes. Reminder, my video was 20 minutes long, but from his first comment, he had time to watch only 2 minutes of it, and he thought, yeah, I got enough here to sue. Oh, this guy called me a nuisance. I'll see your ass in court. This whole thing is so silly. Now, we'd be here all day if I address every single incorrect thing Chillie says going forward, but let's at least look at this one. Nuisance is a legal term? No, it's not. Public nuisance is, but that's not what I called you. Roll the clip. Chillie DeCastro, who is truly an unhinged individual with the sole purpose of just being a nuisance. So yeah, I stand by it. You're a nuisance. In fact, you're being a nuisance right now. A big old nuisance. Nuisance, nuisance, nuisance. That's what you are. So my first piece of advice in responding to criticism is listen to the full criticism before you respond. Or else, like a dumbass, you'll leave evidence that your incoming lawsuit is based upon something that I never even said. Now, I didn't respond to these comments, which, like a crazy ex, he left over 50 of. He's since deleted all of them, but I took screenshots because how could I even look away? I was getting a new comment from him every 20 seconds. These were mostly just unintelligible ramblings of a man who loves to bark over and over again about how he's gonna sue you. But the thing is, it's hard to claim damages for a lawsuit when in the same comments he'll then thank me for making the video and that it actually helped his channel out. I'll sue you because you have to defend the lawsuit. You forgot that one, and that defense is $10,000 to start. You're getting sued, brother. You really made a mistake. Don't fuck with people who openly tell their audience they are a law scholar. I love this. You have helped this channel so much, bro. God bless you, dude. Call your lawyer and ask him how much it's going to cost to defend my lawsuit because it's coming. Well, you told me it was $10,000, so I'll take your word for it. In these comments, he'll also call me a stupid YouTuber a lot, specifically an uneducated YouTube kid who doesn't understand the Constitution or understand the law.
All right, guys. Look, here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna actually just cut it because we're gonna cut the stream up. I did just want someone came up on panel wanting to say hello to us. Setting the audit straight is here. Are you with us?
Hello.
Setting the audit straight. Are you with us?
Hello.
Are you muted?
Hello. He may have stepped away. Guys, we are going to wrap up the stream, so thank you guys for coming. I know this is probably the best stream I've done. Apparently, the whole community, whether you like my stuff or hate my stuff, we all can agree that we hate Chillie.
So it looks like he's replying chat, but we're not hearing any audio from Setting the Audit Straight.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Hey, everybody. There's been some drama. Okay, I guess I need to mute my speaker, right?
No, we hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You sound good.
Anyway, there's been some drama associated with the channel that I'm on right now. I have. I was involved with a couple of other people, and I have seized the channel from the haters. Um, and Will is talking to me about us transforming that channel into something good that people can use. I just want to ask for forgiveness from everybody here for the activities of someone uh, that I associated with by mistake. Um, if does anybody have any questions for me? Because I want to be a neutral party and do what I actually set out to do for real when I started on YouTube.
And as we've discussed, and that you've talked with, a couple of us on panel, a couple of people that in the community, it's just good to just like I don't know how long you've been on. Like, we were having a great stream. We're still having a great stream, and then people just came in just wanted to start drama, and it's like people want to intertwine the internet or in real life, and there's no purpose for that. There's no reason for that. Because we all have stress in our lives. We deal with a lot of just crazy nonsense. And we come on this platform to have fun. And he laughed. Why did he leave? I was talking. Anyway, and I'm not trying to put people's dirty laundry out there, but if you know his channel, he came in my chat a couple times, started nonsense, put some dumb videos out about me and some other people. He put videos out about Joe, which is like, how do you put videos out about Joe? It makes no sense. But we've talked and we've all reconciled. I know he's talked with a few of us here, so like, we're all good.
Okay, so I'm just going to jump in real quick.
Please.
Okay, seriously, thank you. That's the first thing. I did speak with you earlier today, and I truly believe that you actually have separated yourself from them. And so, with that being said, we're good.
You're talking to setting the order straight. He got logged out.
Gang, come on now.
I know.
But I always
Well,
let
if
her go
he's
ahead.
if he's listening, just know, as far as my part is concerned, we're good. I am so glad that you have disassociated yourself with them. So thank you very much for that.
And Cool Clear Water puts it well. Not a fan of drama. No, like, I've talked about it before. There are people on this platform that just look for drama and feed drama. There is a difference between having a differencing of opinion. We have people in here. We're talking about Chillie, for goodness sake. Anytime you put out a video about Chillie, you're always going to have people with a differencing of opinion. That's okay. But people that just show up just to nitpick, just to argue, just because they feed off of controversy, like, that's the type of people that I don't want to associate myself with. And those are the people that are just irrelevant. And my problem was, when I first started, I tried too hard to try and reason with them. But the truth is, there are people that can't be reasoned with. So, you know what? People want to create drama. Screw them.
And he's good in my book now. He seriously is. He's good in my book. He's good people.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
We're gonna have him up on a stream coming soon, because he's a very intelligent person, and he brings I think he definitely would bring a good conversation to the table when it comes to talking about the psychological aspect of the frauders. I like talking about psychology. I told some of you, my mother was a psychology major in college. She taught special ed students, and like, growing up, it was always about the psychology of things. And I didn't major in psychology, but it's great. It's great. But anyway, guys, we've been here 3.5 hours. I was not trying to be here for this long. I thought we were maybe make it to 2 hours, but then, you guys are the whole reason that we keep this going. I mean, we have 112 people still here. I mean, honestly, I feel bad ending so soon, honestly. Like, let's go another 3 hours. What the heck?
Oh, come on, Will. You're in it for the clickbait.
I'm an old man. I'm a very old man here, okay? I'm tired. I'm old.
What did he just say?
Yeah, I know. I heard him, and I'm like, I'm rolling my eyes. all
Yeah,
three of us are
right.
rolling our
Poor
eyes at it.
baby Will, so old and tired. Please give me a Mr. 29-year-old.
You know, I would offer him a bottle. I would offer
I
him a
love how
bottle,
he's
but
trying
it
to
would be
say
a
that.
bourbon bottle.
A couple of
Hey, hey, now, don't waste a good bourbon on a baby. I'm playing. Love you, Will.
I didn't
Hey,
say I didn't say a
Will,
good bourbon.
Will, I
I didn't
bet
say
that
a good bourbon.
Go to bed now. Take baby time.
Oh dear Lord, y'all are too much.
Guys, we're gonna call it quits here. Thank you to everyone, guys. This was an emergency stream. I set the stream up not even an hour before we started, but thank you guys so much for coming. This was
Will,
probably
can I have
one of,
another
if not
second
the
for our
best streams
shameless
we've ever
plug?
done.
Can I have another
Guys,
second?
if you haven't, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, can I have another second for the shameless plug?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Sunday, 2:30 p.m. I am doing a live stream with JJ Scarborough and Billy Meadows, rehabilitation programs in prisons and jails. I am going to be co-hosted with Batty, and my producer is
Hello.
Ray. And my producer is Ray. And of course, at 2:00 I will do my premiere. And this week we are doing the story of Passover.
Who's that crazy? Like, who's that crazy dark-headed person? Like, looking like they have a straitjacket on.
Oh,
You
the one
mean
that
literally
delights
the same,
itself.
you mean literally the same person in your profile picture? Come on now.
Okay.
Come on.
Will, I'm coming at you now.
Oh no, don't put me on your lawsuit. No, I already have. I'm already on a bunch of them.
There is a reason why Batty is my co-host. She
Her
makes
name
me
is
look
going
sane.
on the lawsuit.
She makes me look sane. That is why she's my co-host.
Totally. Guys, thanks for being here. This, like I said, this is probably the best stream we've done. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully we'll see everyone back. A lot of new faces today, guys. Listen, if you're new, guys, this is what we do. We have fun. We're not about drama. We're not about nonsense. We're about fun. And we like having conversations with people. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe. Become
And
a
you
channel
better hit that like button.
I mean, they knocked that out of the park. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all really knocked that out of the park. Probably the most likely found on a live stream. Who would have thought it would be someone like Chillie, as controversial as he is, to bring the community together? But thank you all for my panelists. David, Joe, Dawn. I know a couple others were here. I know we had setting the audit straight came on for a moment. Thank you for coming on. Johan, who died, it looks like he just disappeared after didn't say a word for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I think he must crash.
Yeah, he's probably knocked out. I don't blame him. But thank you guys, and then we will see you guys sometime over the weekend. When I don't know, but hey, we'll see you guys over the weekend at some point. Yeah.
Well, I need to make one little observation here.
Sure.
We shouldn't go overboard on this. No one should celebrate somebody getting incarcerated. I mean, but the same token, Chillie, I mean, if anyone deserved it, I don't know why he does this.
When your whole purpose in life is to antagonize, bully, and harass people, you deserve it. That's my stance. That's my stance.
I just don't like anybody getting thrown in jail.
Yeah, but you know what though? Just like you said, he deserves it, and others need to follow.
Right. I think we're hitting the nail on the head. He's one of those that definitely deserve it. We probably know a few others that win. I won't say if, because if it doesn't happen soon, it's going to happen sooner. It will happen later.
Well, if you look on the horizon, look at all the. I mean, we got JC News Now's in jail for a while, and they got 20 years, and I mean, I think it's starting to come back to bite them. I hate that people. I mean, it's sad. The whole thing is sad.
Hopefully, it just kind of is what it is. And you know what? I said it myself. I think this is the beginning of the end for frauditing. I think we're finally at the point where the judicial system is now recognizing that there are ways to lawfully deal with these people, that their sole purpose in life is just to interact with people. And I'm all for it.
Now that everybody can hear my dogs.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
All
right, hey, I'm going to jump off too. Good night, everybody.
Some of us are old and are tired. So, guys, thank you guys for coming.
Seriously? Really?
Yeah, I know. He's good. Cool.
Some people are old and tired. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. 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 I'm old. I'm tired. I'm old. 26 years old, guys. I'm old. I'm very old. I'm old. Remember, guys, I'm old. Guys, you guys made this stream. I appreciate all of you guys for being here and all the support. You guys are the best. We will be back Saturday. I don't know what time Saturday. I mean, we might come back. We may be back Friday. We may. We'll have to see. For all we know, we'll just do another impromptu stream like we did tonight, guys, because this ended up being the best stream ever. But you guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. So much, guys. It is your support that keeps me going. So thank you guys so much. We're gonna let this take the stream home. Everybody have a good night. Everyone wake up well. If you haven't already, you're still here and haven't subscribed, why don't you subscribe, guys? Listen, you guys see I'm a fair guy. I let people voice their opinions here. I don't block people. We're here to have fun. So look, guys, if you're here and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. This is what we do on this channel. We're here to have fun and have open-ended conversations and have a good time. And as you guys see, I will drop the StreamYard link. I'm happy to meet new people on this platform. I'm happy to allow people the opportunity to demonstrate their real First Amendment right to speak. Thank you guys so much. See you guys next time.
Are you live right now?
Yep.
La 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 la. I don't care what you say. La la la.
Hi.
You stepped in the puddle, buddy. Your sock's gonna get all wet. Your sock is all soaked and wet.
Oh, what an assault.
Fuck you up. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say it again, bro. Say it again. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, boy.
Are you serious right now?
Let's go.
Don't you touch me. Don't you put hands on me. This is a lawsuit, sir.
Okay.
Everybody see what's happening? Look at this. They're wrong.
Quit touching my penis! Quit touching my penis! Quit touching my penis! It's not. It's called a public easement. Quit trying to fucking bully me. I know my rights.
Stop. Come on. You're like an old man, and I'm an old man.
Sir, that's not nice of you, sir. That's not nice of you.
It's a First Amendment right violation. I'm a press.
No, you wanted to stand there and hold your cell phone in my face is what you wanted to do. Yes, you
wasn't
do.
in your
Take your
face.
cell phone and go and make your complaint, okay?
Okay.
Those are my fucking court records on the floor.
Get this off my wrist!
She has a broken back, by the way, too.
You think that me wanting to know where to find you has anything to do with YouTube? You're sadly mistaken. Your name is going on the lawsuit.
And for those of you that are here for the first time, there has still been no lawsuit. There has been no lawsuit, and there probably will never be one. Because for public safety can threaten to sue me, but he never will because he is irrelevant. Have a good night, everyone. Love you all.